Bum nail.
I just got the notification that we're streaming.
We're streaming! All right. Input, built-in microphone. All right. One. Okay, good.
1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What do you need, Charlotte? What are you doing?
Wasser.
You've already got some in that cup. Go on, quickly, go past it, love.
Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Shall I get chairs this way a little bit?
Chairs?
Yeah, this way. Just go further to the middle of the table. Yeah, that's it. And just shove that chair along a bit. Just slide it. There's a printer underneath it, so you need to use your strength.
There's also a microphone right there.
That's it. Just so you're comfortable. Also, so that we get you in shot, you see.
Yeah.
Great. TPK, TPK.
Yeah.
TPK, TPK, yo.
Apparently we get TPK every session.
That's it.
We die every time. Multiple times.
You're all gonna TPK. TPK, TPK.
4, 2, yes. So that is 4, 2.
Try and put your stuff more that side of the table so that you've got a space here.
Oh, do we need a battle knife?
Well, you never know. You're in the frigid wastes.
Yes, I'll do that.
Fights can happen.
Battle knife.
Anything can happen out here.
Yes. Do you have my character sheet under the shot? No. Well, oh, maybe. Yes.
I was looking at my
What
side.
level? Paladin was on.
Right? Again, it's
Was
windy.
you? Yeah. Just. Why? Do you need a new sheet? Are you making a new sheet?
No.
No, another one.
No, I'm not. No.
You're 17th level.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore.
Fire.
Fight all. This
Fighters.
is where I'll get to.
Oh, no.
You're a fighter, aren't you?
What's in here?
You're a wizard. You're a wizard.
You're a wizard, are
You're a
you?
wizard, aren't you? That's lovely.
Sounds like
What are
Hagrid.
these?
Oh, sorry, they're my conditions.
One.
Don't front load your sweets. Just a little thing. Don't like neck them all in the first
Are
2
you sure
seconds.
about
Yeah, most definitely.
Cool magic. Beginning at turn level, use your action to cast cantrip to make one weapon attack as bonus action. It's cool. Eldritch Strike.
Yeah, it's good to have that open, that page, just so you can refer to it.
Yeah, that's
you know
what I was
I'm saying?
going to do. Look, at
Really, I
10
said to Charlotte, try and that way load your stuff. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay, and I
Give
shall
yourself
begin
some
to-
space. Give me some space. Dude. How do you like parties with like 5 players?
They
How
just
big
have
does
a
the
bigger
table
table.
have to be? No, they don't.
They
They just don't
definitely-
take up so much space.
Yeah, well, since there's only 2 of us, we.
They
Yeah, you're just like, ah!
They get
Spread it out.
strange.
It's like when you're in the cinema.
They get
And no one sits next to you.
Yeah. How do I do
They just
that?
get a D&D table that's bigger than this one.
You're gonna have to move the thingy thing. Hang on.
Thingy thing.
Yes.
Quick.
Which?
I
always drop my dice.
Sorry, right.
Why are you sorry?
I don't know.
You guys don't fit in on Twitch.
We don't fit in.
You don't fit in. In life.
Oh yeah, we're out of Eliodor now, so I don't even need to keep those.
We're in Eliodor. We're just in.
We're
in
just
an
on the
area
very
called-
outskirts.
you're in an area called-
We're across the
We're on
continent.
the very outskirts of Eliodor.
We're in an area called the Frigid Waste.
Sounds a bit like me. Frigid waste.
You're a total waste. You're a frigid waste. That's not nice, is it?
We need to do like a every 10-day funny moments video.
Oh my god, no. Cringe. Oh, I don't know why I still have these paladin sheets.
Disgusting paladin.
Be super careful. If you need to go to the loo, just go out like this.
Okay. I mean, I don't think we'll need to. You just need to.
Just my belly. Alright, I need popcorn. One
Want popcorn.
popcorn.
Not really.
Okay, this is Zanlin's voice. Thus as Sparta!
Nothing.
Spartans don't speak in a Scottish accent. Couldn't that actor just have tried a bit harder?
What?
Gerard Butler.
Does
Couldn't
he
he have just...
speak in a Scottish accent?
Hey, thus as Sparta!
He
He does.
No, he doesn't.
Thus as Sparta! And that is about as Scottish as it gets.
Is Sparta.
But he doesn't say it like that. It's thus.
He doesn't
Hey.
say it like Kilgar.
I'm in Sparta! I'm the king of Sparta!
No.
He totally does.
These days, am I
Okay,
right?
this one's gone. So he's not with me.
Oh yeah, betrayal. Not kidding.
He's got to sort out the mess that you guys made.
We didn't make it. We helped them. We
Like,
helped.
No, but decisions you made to oust the brothers.
Yeah, well, because one of them was controlled by
You could
Luther.
have killed him quietly.
No.
You could have
We
just,
didn't do anything about
you could have just, what did you do in Tenday where he goes, could have just,
No, baby Thanos.
yeah, you could have just found, what was his name, Halcyon, and nobody need know. Oh, look at Halcyon asleep.
I don't think. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What? God, okay. Okay.
Random fantasy name generator.
Is your best friend.
I love it. Yes, I really do. Random
Right, let me
fantasy.
just get a red pen.
Woman. And why don't you go to the loo as well?
Why am I not reading it?
Charlotte. The thing about popcorn is the constant fear of choking.
I'm sad. I can't find my red pen. Y'all ready for this? Okay. Yes.
All ready for this?
Brave. Yurushnik. Wait, so you spell Yurushnik Y-R-I-S-H-N-I-K?
Y-R.
Yeah, I.
Y''R.
Yeah.
Ishnik. With a K at the
Yeah,
end.
you're how I did it. Except without the apostrophe.
Noise!
This is the red blade of cards. Blade of cards page. There's so many pages for these stupid blades that just betray it. Actually, Celeste. What did that voice say when we went to the celestial realm? Today you've been betrayed. Oh shit!
You've been betrayed multiple times, you know.
I know.
If
You're referring to the sword, you're referring to the red blade of cards. You're a little late, I have to say. Where my red pen is.
All
Right.
E.
Then. Alrighty then.
E-A-E.
Bing bang.
Bada bada bang bang.
bang. 15th level, you gain the ability to teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space. You can see when you use your action surge.
Cool.
You can teleport before or after the additional action. So,
You could have up to 4 attacks then, couldn't you? Because you've got 3 attacks now. You go action surge, another attack.
yeah, I've done that before. I have 3 attacks. Forgot about that.
Oh no.
I haven't been
You're
doing that.
a blood fighter now.
I forgot about that.
Oh my god.
I did. I remembered it the other time, just not.
Action.
Action.
Oh my god. Action surge.
At 3rd level, you learn a ritual that creates a magical bond between yourself and one weapon. You perform the ritual over the course of 1 hour, which can be done during a short rest. The weapon must be within your reach without ritual activity, which you push the weapon forward to one. This is wonderful. You can't disassemble that weapon unless you are incapacitated. If it is the same. Oh, I need to do this ritual that bonds me and the weapon together. Gosh, dude.
What is this so you can summon it?
Yeah, also I can't be disarmed unless I'm incapacitated. If it's on the same point of resistance, you can summon that weapon as a bonus action on your turn, causing it to teleport instantly to your hand.
So it's not Storm.
What?
Is that for Storm?
For a weapon that I choose.
Great.
Yeah. Not
Okay.
Storm. What?
Your sword, Storm.
Yes.
So it does it to that.
But I haven't done the ritual yet.
Yeah, but I'm asking, it applies to that. It doesn't. It's not like in Skyrim where it summons a spectral.
No,
sword.
yeah, you do
Right,
have 2
yeah.
weapons. I can have up to 2 bonded weapons. You can summon only one.
When you used to have a bow. And then it snaps out all the way.
Oh yeah, I used it to shut a doorway. When was that? Which doorway? Was it something to do with the prince?
Soulhaven.
Soulhaven, oh yeah.
Then we went up the well.
Oh yeah, my uncle. Was that when I tried to carry his body out? And I dropped it.
Yeah. And then you dropped a tree.
And then I dropped a rock, a boulder.
You dropped a tree.
Then I dropped
And then
a
it
tree,
didn't work.
and then a boulder.
And it didn't work. The tree.
Oh yeah.
That would have been so
I just-
cool, though.
Kind of obliterated my uncle's body a bit more. No, and then it got found. We found it when we went back there. And then I took it.
No, because he turned into undead, and
Then we killed that,
then and then we buried him.
and then we buried that. Well, no, we didn't bury him. He got thingied. What's it called? Why is my mind gone blank?
Disintegrated.
No,
Disintegrate.
cremated. There we go.
Basically same. I can disintegrate my body.
Anyone?
We've done disintegrate a bit different. We've done it so that it just cuts things in half when it just disintegrates them.
Cuts things in half. We haven't done that. You've got vials of people's dust.
Yeah, but the purple worm, I cut it in half.
Yeah, but then it went. You cut it.
No, it didn't turn into dust. You got its teeth.
Oh yeah.
I would want dust.
What? I like eyeballs, and you like collecting dust of different creatures.
Yeah, but with wish I can bring them back.
But you don't want to even waste wish on that. Then they'll just attack you.
It'd be fun. Can you just do that infinitely and then gain experience? Break the game.
Yeah, but it's not like a level. It's not. That's like a video game. We're just trying to level up. What's that laugh for? No weirdo. I can't believe I filled up all these tables with Tenay's paladin style. Sucks. Which potion did we give to the queens of Eliodor?
Water breathing.
Oh yeah, they're like,
Everything.
you're great. That question's way. Thanks for your
Dust of
great.
disappearance.
Yeah.
Those are the one of the
Just you know, giving away all our magical items continuously. So cute. Oh yeah. I'm allowed to. Yeah, but it doesn't mean we have to sacrifice more. No one has sacrificed his daggers.
That wasn't my
I think you're about to say his dad. Take my. We just want some information. Take my dad. Are you sure? No problem. Okay.
I didn't sign up for this.
I'm on 190 hit points. Whoa.
Yeah, we're picking up, so you're not long rested. Okay?
Yeah. I usually have 201.
I'm
That's so annoying.
I'm 2 hit
I
points.
would have preferred it just to be 200.
Yeah, but there's some spells that only work
Fine,
on
Gordon.
200.
Yeah.
So I'll get 1 hit.
Yeah. You kill me! Or somebody. No, I'm trying to think what it would be. Someone rolled max damage on disintegrate twice at you.
I hate
Like-
disintegrate.
Barely a scratch! With one hit
Yeah, I
point.
would
Wow,
barely
in.
scratch. Alrighty.
Everyone ready?
Yes, I'm set shot. Aphrodite. How did you know I was thinking that?
You always do.
Okay. Welcome to another episode of Every Tenday where Dad plays D&D with his kids.
Yellow.
Hi.
Horrid.
You guys stand now inside a almost completely cubic D6 shaped stone, I don't know, refuge
Hut.
covered in graffiti
Oh yeah.
And snow.
and snow. Outside, it's cold, but it's not Arctic frigid cold. It's cold. It's like freezing, but it's not utterly, icing you over, as it were. Your breath isn't turning to icicles in front of you as it was only 40 minutes ago, thanks to the powerful magics wielded by Elowin. You managed to stop the blizzard, and now there is just a thick, dark, grey sky above you. The winds have died down somewhat from literal hurricane to just gale force winds. So going out and it's still, when it hits you, the wind hits you and it's cold, but your lives aren't at threat as a result of the weather that you've managed to create within a 5-mile diameter above you, centered on you and centered on this this weird stone outpost that you've managed to create and label
Ellen was here.
Elowin's most northerly outpost so far.
I was built one like 5 inches further north.
Inside this weird windowless stone hut, Elowin's stone hut. Elowin's not very tiny stone hut. Your 2 friends, Zanlin and Kilgar, along for the ride, Tanlin, kind of Zanlin's second in command, are huddled inside. In this time that you've been casting, Zanlin has managed to pull from one of his little haversacks some warmer looking clothes. They're not made for Arctic weather. He certainly put on some more layers on top of his gold brocade
What's handling?
tunic, And, they found between them some extra layers for
I'm just worried
Tan,
about Tan.
who's really not doing too
He's just
well.
a weak.
Kilgar's just, just patting himself and warming himself up, still bare apart from his loincloth, and insistent that he's fine. It's just a wee chill wind. Nothing. Pass soon.
Well, what's the use talking when
I'll find a Yeti. I'll split it open and wear it. That's what we'll do.
Sounds like a plan.
Right. Okay, well, good luck with that.
So we rejoin the action. Weather's calmed down slightly. You have no idea where you are, other than you hope, and you all, with your intelligence, guess somewhere far north.
Yeah, so I'll take out the map and lay it down.
Sure. Okay.
Don't let it blow away.
No, it's inside.
You're inside now.
I'm just doing it in the snow. Right, so I assume, since, our current climate, I assume we're up north, but, we need to figure out which direction to go, otherwise, we can't stay in this kind of...
Well, we know we should go south first to get to better, warmer areas, then we can find...
Aye, lad.
Yeah.
But which way is south?
South.
That's the problem.
Can anyone navigate using the sun?
Can't see it. Clouds.
That's why I want you to fly up there on my magic carpet and look at the sun. There it is. What it is. Why?
It's mid-afternoon. Or actually, it's around noon.
Look, maybe we should
Okay,
just...
I guess not, we can't.
I'm not sure. I don't know if this is typical weather for this area or if this is just a storm. If it passes and maybe it will calm down, or if it's always like this.
I don't know. Let's not wait around.
Has anyone been in this kind of area before? Does anyone know?
This is the furthest north.
Well,
Or read about it?
if we are near Nevermelt, my people, many hundreds of miles further north, but Zana, great gnomish kingdoms, twin kingdoms, they are up here.
And do you think this is just a storm, or will it?
No, it's always like this.
Ah, really?
I mean, I only visit few times.
Okay.
Oh, great.
So we're gonna, and you won't be able to hold that spell for long.
Yeah, no, I can't cast any other spells.
So we need to figure out.
We wrap up one and we walk.
But the spell's gonna drop, and we're gonna be back in how it was.
I don't think it's storm all the time, but it's always cold. You know?
Yeah, but I was asking, is it always this windy?
No, I think weather change, don't it? Like in springtime, it's not always warm and sunny. Sometimes it rains.
So should we just wait? Put the spell down. I don't know if we should wait out this wind or if we should go now when the spell's up.
Oh, that's something I wanted to do.
What?
I don't know.
Why don't we vote on it?
Okay.
And then we just get cracking. Look, here's the thing. The longer we sit out, the more chances we're going to freeze. And sometime, 100 years from now, a bunch of other stupid adventurers will come and find our frozen bodies and nick all our stuff.
Okay. So, all in favor of leaving now, raise your hand.
Let me think. Well, what do you do?
I raise my hand.
Okay, so you're in favour of kind of setting off.
Yeah.
What
I
are you
just
in favour of?
realised that teleport, you can choose an object, but it must be able to fit inside a 10-foot cube. So I could just take this heart. I can teleport with the heart. Technically. Also, is it like Dimension Door in Teleport where you can say, I want to go 20 feet north when you teleport?
If you wanted to teleport within visible range, then it would mean that your chances of doing it successfully, I'd say that would be known to you because you could see where you're going. So I'd allow it, and you could go further than 500 feet. We'd have to figure out how far you could see.
Yeah, but if I said I want to go 30 feet north,
Yeah.
would it teleport me north?
No.
Oh, so it's not like Dimension Door. Okay.
You can't give coordinates. and
Yeah,
it just
you can't.
goes there.
Yeah. You can't give dimension door. I don't believe you have to see where you're dimensioning door to.
Yeah, but,
Misty step,
yeah,
you do.
you could say I want to go up.
Yeah. I mean, they're all forms of teleportation, and some of them are because teleport is typically used to go vast distances. Where you're going to has to be familiar to you. So you could use, like, if you got up. Here's an example, right? If you got up on a high crag, you could maybe see for say a mile. If you could see clearly, you could teleport that mile, and that'd be a lot further than Dimension Door.
That's not what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
I'm trying to find which way is north by saying I want to.
Oh, nice. Got it. Right. Well, that would be smart. Teleport won't help you with that, unfortunately.
Okay.
So I'm trying to see whether there's.
Yeah, I'm all in favour of leaving now or kind of discussing quickly.
So
and then
you put
leaving.
your hand up. What do you do?
I'm not putting my hand up. I need to figure stuff out.
No, I mean, all in favour of not waiting the storm out, but leaving as soon as possible after we've made plans. Or
I
after
think
we.
there's a spell called No Direction.
I don't have that stuff.
It's a divination cantrip.
I don't have
Does
Hang
he
on a
have-
second. Let me just. This might just be a homebrew.
Is there anything signed?
Is there any spell that tells me what direction? I don't care if I have it. Is there any spell?
I'm going to say there is. I'm going to say that this homebrew is allowed, but
Is it a cantrip?
yes.
If it's sending someone you think might know it.
Yeah, could you teach me a spell over the phone?
Also, I do have a ninth.
It's just a cantrip. So
I have a ninth level spell slot.
You cast wish to figure out where north is.
No!
I would be recreating a spell.
That's true. I'll allow it if you want to do it.
Okay, guys.
This is so stupid!
I'm done.
Wait, none of you know. I mean, before you do that, which would be hilarious. You know that you can say we want to go outside and use the best of our abilities to try and figure out through geography, through
We
whatever,
already did that.
whatever we can. Not really, and we could do it like a skill challenge.
We'll do that first.
Let me just say, the DCs will be high, and I want you to understand why. It's because there's nothing except you change the weather to overcast, so there's no sky stuff, and outside of the 5 miles,
Sky stuff.
like you can't see past 5 miles. Do you know what I mean? Even though it's clear around you, it's icy crags and cliffs, and visibility is difficult. Everything looks white, basically. But I would say there's a chance.
Let's give it a go.
Okay, so.
Okay. Everyone.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, in which case, I'm going to say that you all we'll treat, by the way, for the sakes of gameplay, we'll treat Tanlin and Zalin as a single unit, just so you know, just because he is far weaker as NPCs go. Okay, so the 4 of you are all going to roll in this skill challenge. You all have to pick a different skill and describe to me how you're going to use it.
Okay.
As best you can.
No.
Kilgar's going to use history because he's got a headband of intellect.
Okay.
His intellect, and because he.
What's his plus on?
Actually, no. Zanlin's going to use history.
What's his plus?
What's your plus on investigation?
Zanlin's intelligence is 20. He'll get a +9 on history.
I have plus 12 on history.
Yeah, but you haven't been up to this region before. So the reason I'm using history for Zanlin is he's been
I'll
around here.
use investigation.
No, what's your plus on investigation?
Same.
13.
No, 12.
I should do it then.
Okay. I'll use perception then. 9. Close enough.
You have to describe to me what you're trying to perceive, and you have to describe what you're
I'm
trying to
looking up
investigate.
to see if there's any dot of the sun above the clouds, like shining a bit through.
Nice.
Anything
Okay.
like that.
I'm investigating the. Could I like figure out which direction the wind's coming from? If it's coming, because wind usually comes from the sea or something like.
Go on, keep going. You're good.
So,
You're getting
like,
close to something.
seeing which direction the wind's going, because if the sea's that way. No, this doesn't make any sense.
Well, what would a sea wind likely have?
Oh, salt.
It might be salty.
Yeah.
Nice, good. Yeah,
Okay.
Okay, so, right. Kilgar is going to try
An attack roll.
just a survival check. So he's going to see whether like he's going to be just examining much more close to hand and seeing whether the way the snow's landing, whether it's consistently blowing. Actually, he's going to use nature, and he's going to use it in line with his sort of intellect to see whether he can remember any stories about. No, he can't use that because Zanlin's doing history. He's going to go survival check, just straight survival. Right, here's how the DCs are going to go. 4 rolls, you're allowed 1 failure. Because it's what you're attempting is very difficult.
One failure is probably good in each other.
The only person who's been in this, even anywhere close to this region, is Zanlin. DCs are going to start at.
Could you grab that, please?
DC is going to start at 17. Then it's going to go 20.
Okay.
Then it's going to go 23.
I have a 12 on my 14.
Actually, no, hang on. It's going to go 18, 22, 26, and then 30.
But 30?
Yeah.
Okay, who should roll the 30 roll?
Kilgar's going to go first with survival check. 18.
What's his plus?
He gets, no, I'm just working that out because he's got the headband of intellect.
Wait,
2 seconds.
don't roll it.
Can you tell me what the modifier is for survival? What is the
Wisdom.
Okay, -1. What's nature?
Intelligence.
Intelligence. He's going to use that. So you get +4. +5, +8. Here we go. Kilgar's roll. He fails. Okay. Who wants to do the next roll?
Me.
Okay, the DC's 22. So it's hard.
24.
Okay. You detect no saltiness in the air,
Yeah.
and the wind is a dry wind. And because of that, you deduce that it's going to be coming from a place of less moisture and precipitation.
So we're going to have to look into the wind.
We've already figured it out.
No. Hang on, no. You've got to roll. We've got to do the skill challenge.
Okay. Me next.
So it'll be coming from a place that's drier. The wind will be coming from a place that's drier, is all you could say. Go.
22.
Okay. What were you doing? Perception.
Oh,
So you're trying
no.
to see through the clouds.
Oh, that's even worse. 19. I forgot I was doing perception. 19.
You try and look through the clouds. You really, you see whether there's any sign of light or anything up, skybound that would give anything away. You don't notice anything that you could reliably rely on. And Zanlin gets a +10 on this. 28. He goes, he spends ages really trying to remember and looks around. He goes up a small crag. The wind's.
Did you add
His
timing?
ears are doing Baby Yoda ears as he's up on a crag trying to look and see whether he can see any landmark that will spark a memory. After a while, the wind blowing, he comes back down. He goes, I don't know.
Plan B, get on my carpet.
Why would I have to do it?
You have the armor. If you fall, you're fine. Just get my carpet. Don't lose it.
Get on my
What
car.
are you flying off for, girl?
I'm not
Look
sure.
at the
He
sun.
wants me to.
See
Okay.
where it is. What it's doing.
But
Why
I'm-
it's doing it.
I'm not good at survival or nature. So even if I did see
We want to get on this carpet.
I'll go up with you, girl. Come on.
Okay,
You can't both fit on this carpet.
I can.
The
You can both fit on it. It'll go much slower.
It's like the size of this table.
Right. So
We can do that.
you want to fly through the clouds.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hang on. We're definitely gonna fall off. Because it'll be outside your radius.
Okay.
Please remember, gale force wind.
Doesn't matter.
Also, if his
Can we please just say you try it?
no.
There's the two of you. No, you try and go up, and it's like, whoosh, and you start going up, and it's like you start to. No, that's not gonna work. You go that way, and I'll put my hands on your
Okay,
waist,
okay.
and he's got like behind you,
Let's
like
go.
like two kids on a merry-go-round. And you start going up. It's like no, that's back to back, girl. Back to back. Let's try this. Back to back. Go. No, no. Tell you what. I'll look out this side. You look that side.
Okay.
There you go. Can we hover up? Rug, can you just go straight up? Oh, this is better. This is better. Oh, I'm heavier. I'd say you take a good 5 minutes to try and do that.
This isn't happening. Also, your radius of the spell applies upwards as well.
Yeah.
So even we would get out to even stronger.
About 4
wind.
minutes in, I just say, okay, and I cast wish to use to mimic the spell cantrip.
No direction.
direction.
That's genius. Okay. All this will do is tell you where north is.
Nice.
Okay? It'll just tell you where north is.
No, we need to know where south is, so that's fine.
All right. Yeah, but you don't know whether Never Melt's north or south from you.
No, we're just going into.
We're just gonna try and get out as far as we can go until we get out of the snowy place, and then we can look around, but at least on the right side, like not.
So you're aiming to head south, basically.
Yeah.
Got it.
south, and then we from south, and then we turn right when we get out.
Okay, your robes start to billow around you as the powerful arcane forces
What are you doing?
gather around you. Everyone backs off and is quiet as
Whoa,
this golden hoop
this could be something good,
of
guys.
arcane runes and glyphs appear in the air and start to Ella with his eyes shut, his robe billowing around him. Bing.
North is that
As you use wish to cast a cantrip.
North's that way, guys. Let's go.
Okay, you immediately know which way north is, and it's into the wind.
way. Yeah, oh, that's what I thought.
Already knew that though.
But we weren't sure.
So you're going to be traveling with the wind then, yeah? Southwards, because the wind is blowing from the north.
I'm gonna get like a big stick. No, we don't have any sticks around here. I'm gonna get.
You could paint it on the cabin and go, this way be north, to help any future
Okay, I'll
people.
do that.
So on the wall side that faces the wind, the direction the wind's coming, so you're now completely guarded from the wind.
Danae, use your art skills.
Let's have a performance check for you drawing a compass on the wall of Elowin's tiny stone hut.
Danae, why did you put
Six.
east?
Looks like a child did it, but it's very simple to do a simple kind of circle with a cross in it, and you put an N at the top to help anybody.
Okay, we go north, and then we go
You're going north,
No, south.
south.
south. Oh yeah.
So the wind will be at your backs, pushing you along.
So we're going southwest to Nethermount, basically.
No, you don't know that that's where Nevermelt is.
No, we look on the map.
Yeah, but you don't know your location on the map.
Yeah, so our
Oh,
goal
yeah.
is just to get out the snowy place, and then from there, just like from the edge of the snowy place, we can never get away.
Well,
to Nethermount.
technically, I know that even if we did go southwest from anywhere that we popped out in the snowy area, we would get near.
That's a
Nethermount.
good deduction, yeah.
Okay, we're going
Okay.
southwest.
You're going to head southwest. Okay, good. You set off. Right, I'd say that the 5 miles to the edge of the radius of your thing takes at least an hour. The terrain around you it's not a barren plain of snow. It is rocky crags, huge drifts of ice, and snow that has just been compacted over the years into these massive, almost sharp razor kind of crops of ice and snow. Huge, some of them 50, 80 foot towering over you. There are a few kind of gullies almost, and you get to the edge and you see some cracks in the ice, some of them opening up into wide crevasses that plunge hundreds of feet down. So you walk carefully, and the 5 miles to the edge of the radius of your weather takes a good hour and a half, I'm going to say, to do the 5 miles, maybe even more. I'll say a couple of hours actually, and about 2 miles an hour. Yeah. So you're because none of you are rangers and familiar with this kind of terrain, it's difficult terrain. So you're moving basically kind of at half speed. So it's slow going.
I'm going to get on my car.
Okay, that'll be difficult with the wind.
We're going in the wind though.
Yeah. Okay, so you get on the car and you.
Okay, fine.
When you get to the edge of the radius, it's very much like in Skyrim. You know when you learn calm the thing.
Yeah.
You know when you get to the thing, it's just.
Yeah.
You literally get to the edge of this hazy, like a. You put your finger through.
Which is really cool.
I come out and there's no finger.
Yeah, you get to the edge.
Didn't
and
you put your foot in a star once?
I didn't mean to. I was just feeling whether it was just
I didn't mean to.
So you get to the edge of the radius of your weather. You're just going to walk through.
Okay, guys, get ready.
Okay,
Let's
what are
huddle.
we doing?
Let's walk through like this.
We need like a pebble.
We need like a. Well, the wind's at our back, so we need kind of like.
I'll say
Wind
you've
is
had
not
it.
fast out of the back.
So
it's
you've
out
had
of space.
3 hours of this good weather. This good weather here, the radius of it has got another 5 hours. Just so you know.
I'm really sorry to have to bring this up, but he cast Wish, and he still had the control weather up.
Okay, it's a
Roll concentration.
Oh yeah, you can't cast a spell while concentration. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can. You just have to roll a check.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
What do you roll?
17 plus my constitution is 19.
Fine. No problem.
I'm really scared.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is there any animal that could survive in this weather?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
What type
A
of
bear! Polar bear!
Yeah. Polar bears, yetis.
That's a monster. The Yeti is a monster.
Oh, it might be a beast.
You're a beast.
But in terms of where you're looking to polymorph,
You can polymorph more.
polar bears would work.
I have not that many. Okay, polar bear.
Also, we can just travel as a polar bear.
Who should I tell? Okay,
WXY.
for an hour we can all travel as polar bears. Let me just see my spells.
How many can you do?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 people?
Yeah.
We can all turn into polar bears.
Is that what you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my slots above 4.
Okay.
Wait, when you cast where's my spell? When you cast polymorph at
So I'll give you an hour as bears. Yeah.
Okay, no. I don't. Okay, everyone gets an hour as a bear.
Okay. You're using your staff for this, or you're using your slots? You don't have polymorph through your staff, do you?
No.
Okay, cool. So you. Danae.
I'm a bear. Today I lost
I can still speak telepathically in everyone's head.
Is there any particular design that would you like to change the way you look?
Yeah!
slightly? Within reason.
Wait, are we polar bears or can I be like a... I want to be like a golden bear.
A golden
If
polar
you want to be
bear.
golden in colour, I'll say you can be a golden polar bear if you'd like.
Maybe it'll be better if I'm white.
Turn
so
white
that-
so you blend in.
so I blend in.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You turn into a polar bear. Zamlin turns into a slightly smaller
Ah!
Gilgar.
Oh my god.
A massive one, like big teeth hanging out. I think.
He still has a ring.
Totally still has a Mohican of white hair.
I've got my ribbons tied around my ears. That's so cute. They're bows as well.
and then you finally can't beat joining the Tamlin also.
Around my eyes is purple fur in the shape of like glass.
And you form that.
We all have a little bit.
Like 5 of you.
I also want like gold around my eyes. And
Wait, there's only 5 of us.
There's 5 of you. Yeah.
Okay, nice. I'll just take that spell.
Which one are you keeping? 8?
7. I used 8 for the control weather. Anyway,
Nice.
I say and everyone said, "Let's move out, squad." And wait, do we have no movement penalty on the snow now as bears?
Yeah, sure. I'd say you're more moving at a normal rate now.
So 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
But don't 30 feet would be more in combat, but like in terms of the amount you can cover in a day,
Great.
it's I would say you
I
wouldn't.
say in everyone's head.
it's not
Okay, let's go.
difficult terrain.
And I walk.
Okay, let's go.
I walk into the.
Okay, you and immediately. You still feel the cold, but you're all
massive.
covered having massive. You've got layers of fat.
We
You've
have
got
an
the huge fur. It's uncomfortable still. Like if you were natural bears, not weird magical creations, you would probably be finding a cave right now. But you can walk through this.
Can we need to go really fast because we'll run out of our bears. So can we like bite, bam, gallop?
Sure. So if you want to run for an hour, then I'm going to want Constitution saving throws to see how you are when you come out of bear mode. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Wait a sec. Wait. So, firstly, let's deal with something. I'd like somebody to go ahead and roll D10, please.
I'll do it. 8.
Nice. Okay, cool. Good to know. All right.
Don't smile like that.
So you immediately go through this weird, fuzzy kind of arcane barrier, and as you go through, all 4 of you, you
What
start
does
to
that
amble.
have? Does he have like weird?
He has 3 big tufts, like the 3 tufts under his chin.
Talon is just really small.
Timing.
It's actually so
The
weird.
sidekick. It's like what's the in Critical Role the weasel that just survives everything?
Sprinkle.
Sprinkle. It's just like they never roll for it. It's just like Sprinkle's still there, even though you got crushed by a thingy in a fireball. It's like, hi Sprinkle. That's Tamlin. How did you survive? Anyway, the 4 of you amble.
Southwest.
With very, very little visibility. So visibility is down to about 10 feet in front of you. Okay. So,
a pack of polar bears migrating.
Yes.
South.
all right. Well, look, you run for an hour, all of you, kind of ambling across the ice. There's points where I'd like one of you to elect who's going to be sort of up the front. What's the marching order?
Him, Kilgore, me, then Zan and Tanner.
Okay. Perception check, please.
So actually, say polar bears perception.
Actually, Zan and Tanner between me and Kilgore.
Okay.
So I'm
Just do a straight roll, D20. 2. Okay. No.
I'm just running.
Yeah, none of you are really looking around. You can't see much. You're just running in the direction that
Even
you're
though
setting.
I've got glasses shaped fur.
It wears you out. You've got this different constitution of this kind of ursine kind of physiology, and you find the ambling comes quite easy, and the ripples of the fur keeps you warm. But it's a good job you're running in a way because it keeps the blood pumping or your bigger heart as you're running all now and then to keep track of each other, because 10 feet is quite easy to lose sight of each other. I'd say about half an hour into the run, the weather slightly starts to calm down. Not because of the distance you've covered, just because weather is never a constant. So you do feel the wind drop a little bit. There's still snow, but the wind's now at gale force rather than storm force. Okay? So it's the wind it was when you calmed it, but it's still snow everywhere. It's a flurry all around you. The other half an hour passes similarly, but you're all starting to feel the tiredness of running non-stop for an hour in these weird bear forms. So, starting with you, I'd like to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw plus just a straight +5.
15.
Okay. +5.
18.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Silgar,
Perfect.
21. Okay, good. All right. After the half. Yes. How do I put this? It turns back to a bear and then quickly turns into an icicle.
It
And
turns
nobody
back
shakes
to-
it.
I know, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, that's not happening. If he does, we just huddle him.
Okay, the final half an hour passes, and then just as you're running along, you feel the tingling that you're about to change back.
Mhm.
I would say your general bear intuition would know to find like a crag or
Yeah.
a rocky overpass. So through the snow, so you go off course ever so slightly just to find a little rocky overhang, like a craggy
Keep
overhang.
track of where I don't
You
want
keep
to have
track,
to pass to wish again.
No, that's fine, that's fine. And you all revert immediately.
I put my bear coat. I've already got my bear coat.
You've got
You
that
were
on.
wearing a bear coat as a bear.
Yeah. That's some kind of messed up.
Wearing like my own skin.
Okay. Hang on a second. Ouch. Ouch. All right.
I thought it was a gale force wind now.
No, it's not that. It's from the running and everything. Okay. Zanlin and Tanlin look in a bad way when they change back, and under this crag, they're just like,
Guys,
You should have told us.
they were bears.
That's the joke.
okay. The 5 of you are restored under the crag.
Oh, I wish I could cast shape change.
Can you cast heart?
Yeah, sure. Okay. I cast Lehman's Tiny Heart.
Lumen's Tiny Heart. Okay, you immediately you're in beautiful, calm conditions. Room temperature. It's the first time since you teleported here that you're in room temperature now again. And outside of the hut, you can see
My
the
hands
snow and
hurt.
everything.
You know when they're really cold and they get really warm?
Yes.
Hurts.
Yeah. No long-term damage from that, doing that, except Tanlin and Zanlin looking a bad way.
Hey, you guys okay?
Okay, so you walked for 2 hours, and then you were bears for an hour. So
We
that's 3
should
hours.
rest.
So it's now.
So then, if we rest, you can turn us into bears again.
True, and I can cast Wish again if I want to. I'm gonna get like a rock off the ground, and I'm gonna put it which way is southwest.
Okay. Just make an intelligence, a straight intelligence check.
Get good.
Kid. 18.
Nice. Okay, you put a stone in the direction that you believe southwest is. What are you doing?
Resting.
Resting. What, like long resting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long resting in
Do your
Leland.
blade thing. Do your thing.
I'm not sure how she would know about that.
She would know about it, I think.
We won't say it's innate. We'll get to it. Yeah.
That's what I
What
thought.
level of wizard in your arcane are you at?
I am.
7.
7. Okay. When you get to 10th, I'll say you'll get the insight to be like, oh, I can do some weird stuff with my sword. Well, sorry, what level would that arrive at? Okay. Yeah, okay, I'd say that's insights come to you then.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just leave your sword here then. There's no point having it with you.
What? Oh, okay.
Okay, is there anything other than resting that you want to do in these
I want to do my ritual.
8 hours?
Don't-
Okay,
not
describe it to me exactly what you do. Read it out.
It
Let's see
doesn't
what
say
you do.
specifically, it says you learn a ritual that creates a magical bond between yourself and one weapon. You perform the ritual over the course of 1 hour, which can be done during a short rest. The weapon must be within your reach throughout the ritual, at the conclusion of which you touch the weapon and forge the bond. Once you've bonded a weapon to yourself, you can't be disarmed without blah 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 blah.
What are the other benefits?
I can't withstand that weapon unless you're
Read it a bit slower, just so people watching might.
unless you are incapacitated. If it is on the same plane of existence, you can summon that weapon as a bonus action on your turn, causing it to teleport instantly to your hand.
What, wherever it is?
If it's on the plane of existence, yeah.
So you could leave it in
I
Curve,
could leave it in Curve and then just
and
go.
it would just boom.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Severe people on
You
the
should
way.
tie a rope to it.
Doesn't
Yeah.
keep me on
Does it fly? You have to,
No, it
you have to
just-
wait a while.
And you hear like screaming and smacking.
Like a yells
cats meow.
Plows through people's arms.
You can have up to 2 bonded weapons, but can only summon one at a time with your bonus action.
Nice.
If you attempt to bond with a third weapon, you must break the bond with one of the other two.
If you nail a string into one of the hilt of it and attach something,
It
to
would
the
just
rope,
disappear out of the net, like just in my hand.
yeah, but it's still part of the thing because it's nailed.
No,
into
it's
it.
not. It's only that sword.
What if you did? You know the thing that ties around the handle?
Yeah,
the
the hilt.
leather. What if you made it a bit longer and then tied like a bag to it, so you could summon your sword and a bag?
I don't
Oh,
think
that's
that's how
It
that works.
doesn't fly through the
No,
air.
yeah, it just appeared like it's
So-
the sword that gets transported. It would leave the bag behind.
Yeah, but it's still part of the
No,
sword.
but if it's
the
tied
leather.
to it,
No, it's not tied to it. You know the leather that wraps around.
Yeah.
it? If that continued and tied into a bag,
It was a good point. And so if a small child has the leather tied around their wrist and then tied to the thing, will they come with it?
no, they have to be part of it. The bag
If you
has to.
tie like a mouse to it, will that come flying
say a
in?
mountain. I was like, that's a bit.
Yeah, what if you just nailed it into the side of a mountain?
Yeah.
Just-
No. Okay, I'm gonna do that ritual.
Okay.
Okay, game.
You get your beautiful human elven co-forged blade. You take the time. The wind disappears from your mind as you go deep inside. You know, probably your closest friend that you've met, what? 4 or 5 years ago. When you first met each other, the idea of arcane usage was sort of alien to you. To you, that kind of power should come from a deity, should be granted. And those powers were seemingly more right and worthy to you then as the trickery of regular magic. Over those first few years traveling together, you started to see how useful normal magic could be, or arcane magic could be. And you started to gain an appreciation for it. After just a couple of years traveling together, you were able to pick up a few illusory tricks, and you were able it's interesting, you know, when you're traveling with somebody every day for several years, you start to see, it's very hard not to pick up what they're doing and how they're able to wield magic. And it's as much about the somatics and the verbals as it is getting your head into the right place, being open for the magic to flow. And you realized over the years that magic sort of infuses all things, it's everywhere. And that it's about letting it into you and you being a conduit for it. And you've been learning this. And so you're familiar to being bonded to a weapon, but to be able to transport it across vast distances, well, this is new to you. And you feel the power surging through you as you form a bond that traverses any distance on this plane. At the end of the hour, you open your eyes and you feel a new linking to this unintelligent sword. That you feel a bond now between you and the arcane properties of your sword, almost as if it's an extension of you. And after the hour, you open your eyes and you feel a different, a new kind of linking to your weapon.
Everyone else is asleep.
Well, it's mid-afternoon, so you're not going to use this long rest really to sleep. You're going to be using it just to, if there's other things you want to do. You'll have to do a lot of study during this time to re-get your spell slots back.
Do you want to study some magic?
I think you should focus on your magic.
If you do that with her, you won't get any slots.
Also, I'm doing a ritual.
If you want your slots back, you need the full 8 hours of study of your books.
But I could use a short rest. 2 short rests.
I don't want
Very
training today. I've done a ritual school. You do you. You do.
Okay.
If you want spell slots back, it's not sleeping. You need the rest in this instance to study, to meditate, to be able to, when you, like we've just talked about with Charlotte, with Danae and her sword, when you every day have this capacity for magic, you become this conduit for all this powerful magic. And as you cast spells, it's almost like some of that is depleted and your capacity, your energy is reduced slightly to be able to channel these magics to a point where you're literally spent. Just like a marathon runner, the end of a long marathon would be like, I can't run anymore. You can't cast anymore. So you use the 8 hours to meditate, because it's a different type of exhaustion. It's not like physically being out of breath, but it is like, like when you're doing schoolwork and you're like, I can't do anymore. Like, I just can't do it
Brain
anymore.
is just-
Yeah, your brain's dead. You have to spend those 8 hours getting your capacity back, getting your focus back, reading, studying, letting the words and the sigils of the arcane language in your pages of your book re-energize you and open your brain once more to the power. It takes many, many hours of study and practice and focus. So is that you're spending the full 8 hours of Leomund's tiny hut getting your slots back, yeah? Healing, restoring fully.
I would also like to. I think my familiar died. So can I get it back? Died.
Sure.
Died. It's gonna be a snow fox
Nice.
with purple eyes.
All right, Pepple bounce out from the snow, actually. Poof.
Oh my god, so cute.
Big black eyes, little pink nose.
Also finish that ritual. I'm gonna also do find familiar.
And what's coming?
A snowy owl.
A snowy owl.
Yeah. I think it would be good to have someone.
I think they're gonna both die straight away.
No.
When the hut goes down.
Comes flying in.
Into the hut. Hey, Thistle.
Pecks and nibbles at your ear slightly.
I deny access to the hut. It just
No, Thistle.
You know the way an owl's face, like,
Yeah.
and it just slides down the side like a.
and then as it's sliding, you let it have entrance, and it just.
Don't be mean. And then I'm gonna go to Kilgar and say, hey, take my sword. Take my sword. Steal it.
That's a nice blade there, lass.
Excuse me, sir. You cannot steal my sword.
Boom. Ah, nice trick.
Yay!
I find a better thing is just never let go of your weapon. Never let anyone hold it. Never let it out of your sight. Like me and Bessie here.
Bessie!
Charlotte, high pitch.
Sorry, I can't. Bessie.
What's up with that?
Nothing.
Bessie's been chopping for me for centuries. Powerful she is.
Remember when
She really is, Bessie. She talks to me.
She talks to you.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's
She's
crazy.
one of those. No.
hey, like your ones chatted away to you and
Yeah.
stuff. And that nasty one we had to put down.
Put down.
But Bessie, remember when we were in the anti-magic zone in Gormley?
Hey,
Bessie snapped in half because it wasn't magical, so I repaired it. Remember?
no, Bessie's always been like, it was a +3 battle axe.
No, but I've had to enchant it
No.
before.
No, it's always been a +3 battle axe.
In Gormley, in Gormley it wasn't magical because we were in the anti-magic zone.
Right,
It snapped in half.
Right,
I
got
broke it. So
You
I
mended
mended
it?
it. Yeah.
hey, yeah, no, I remember that, lad.
She flapped out before that.
You must be popular, always reminding people of their failures. Got anything nice to say about Bessie?
Yeah, it can chop down trees.
That's right. Chop down little puny wizards. Sorry, pretty well. Okay. So
Oh, resting. Right.
when we get to this library,
Yes.
I think with this headband on and stuff, I can read. Here's my question. Listen, kids, grow up a minute and pay attention.
All right.
What are we when we get there? What are we asking to read? Never melts cotton.
Enervancy. Enervancy.
Well, we'll
Irishnik.
say when we get there.
No. Hang on a minute.
If
Talk to me. Have a conversation with me. What are we trying to find out?
How to stop enervancy.
Right. You know when you say things like that, like I'm stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid anymore. We're having a
I'm just used
conversation,
to.
lads.
I'm just used to having to.
Just take off his badminton.
So we need to find out about this magic that's eating the trees and stuff.
Maybe find some more background on
And it's called what? Enervancy.
enervancy. Yeah.
What else do we need to find out?
Maybe some more background on Irishnik.
So what are we hoping to find out about
Why it
enervancy?
was created. Oh no, I mean Irishnik. Why it was created? Like, what was it? People have been talking about like it was created to suppress something or to like stop something because they
Right.
don't cheat it or something.
It's
I want to know what that
It's
is.
a focus of an
Where's the map for the old map?
It's a focus.
Yeah,
The
I
gem
have.
is a focus. The thing is a focus.
Did they tell us that?
Yes.
So it's like a focus to do what?
I think it was
exactly?
like people mentioned it's to stop something, but we never like actually.
There's 3 kingdoms of Taraeon. Might want to write this down, any of you that like writing stuff.
Taraeon, dwarves, old elves.
Thel Baldir, Thel,
Yes.
Thel, Baldir,
Baldir.
yeah. Nal, Targdun,
I'm sorry. Now.
Nal,
Yeah. Tag.
Tag, Dune. Don't laugh at my language and my people.
I'm not.
Right.
I'm just laughing at my inability to.
And then the last of the 3 kingdoms of Taraeon is Gig Baldair.
Gig. Ball. Day.
That's like a combination of the other.
Yeah.
So,
So bad. I'm so
that's
bad.
the thing. They're the 3 kingdoms, of the 3 fortresses, if you like, the dwarven fortresses
Mhm.
of Taraeon. I would imagine now. It seems to me, look, if we compare that to the way the mess that it is today, looks like all 3 of them got wiped out.
Oh man.
Right? Look at that. He actually lines it up and goes, look at that. Gone. Also, what's this? These just might be places we want to research, you know. A Crayanor.
A crayon law.
A Crayanor. Yeah, that's weird, you know, the way the Elvins name their
Kimber.
towns.
Pass me the map a second. Can I have a look at it?
Right. Be careful with that very. Queens gave up a lot to give us that. Do you want help opening it?
No, I'm good.
You gotta open the end up, boy.
Oh yeah.
There you go, be careful. So much of that forest gone, that's terrible. Imagine how many creatures died. What are you trying to find out there, lad?
I'm just looking around.
Right. Now, I'm going to find the other map here. Let's see. There you are. Aeon. There it is. Now, all right, lad. Keep track of that. So, the other thing we might want to check out is, do you notice something? Do you notice something here, right? Look, 3 kingdoms of the dwarves at Taraeon gone. But look, today we got these 3 kingdoms up here, 3 fortresses of the dwarves. They weren't there then.
Maybe they moved up that way.
Right, maybe they did get out. I'm just trying to find the name of them because just waiting for Hexographer to freaking know.
You know, at the edge, You know the ice.
All right, lads. Sorry, you were away bringing that owl back in. Don't close the door. What we got? We figured something out, right? So
Yeah.
you got these 3 dwarven fortresses or kingdoms or whatever clans of Tenday on here. They're gone. But look, see these 3 here.
Yeah.
They're not there then. Might be worth asking about that. I'm just thinking of a list of stuff we can ask about.
Why
Yeah.
is that? What is that yellow? Is that sand?
This here,
Yeah.
Deadlands, boy.
And what are the names of those?
You know, no, what Badlands.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
trying to
like
think because I can't read them. I
Try-
need my magnifying glasses. He gets out his pair of glasses. Let me just
Oh,
see what they say.
Which one did you have?
He always puts his glasses on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just see on the map here.
It's really him wearing glasses.
All right, Clarigan, Exholm. I know about Exholm. Oh, I'm from Exholm.
No, you can't.
He is from Exholm, isn't he?
Is he? I don't know.
No, he's from.
I'm sure we said that.
I thought he was from Rockhorn.
I think you're right. Exholm and Orsmite. Clarigan, Exholm, and Orsmite. Like ore, metal ore, smite.
Oh, smite.
Right?
I think you spelled almost all of them.
Yep. We don't need that.
Are they new or did they run?
Oh yeah. That's
I don't know. Let's read about it. What else are we going to read about?
Okay, hang on. Let me write this down. Stuff.
What else do we want to find out about?
Right. So, and
I mean, if a wish like the Ladcast can't stop it, what can?
yeah, I have to stop it in advance. See.
Is it in advance we were trying to stop? We were trying to destroy this thing, or both, I suppose.
Yeah, because I don't know if we destroy the thing, if
Can't
the
stop the
anniversary-
School of Magic.
Yeah.
Hey, but you said it's new, like it's old.
It is forgotten, ancient.
And the only one is your grandpa. He found out about it and started. We should probably read up on him.
That's true.
Bit of a dodgy
what-
fella,
yeah.
your family.
Eldor.
Are all your family like that, lad?
Uh,
Bit dodgy. Have you inherited your ancestors' dodginess?
hope not.
I mean,
He's semi-teasing, but in a very dwarvish way. He's like, man, you be. Don't get too into this innovancy and think you can wield it, you know.
okay, what I want to know
Hey,
is the end, like if we destroy the gem, if we destroy the artifact, does that get rid of the effects? Like, does that stop the?
It will
Like-
stop the spread, but there's nothing saying that it will just.
well, what was it like on that island with the where you were at the Shard? Like the wasn't. Hang on a second. Wasn't it? You said that your grandpa was using magic to sort of keep it back,
Yeah.
but it didn't stop. It didn't stop all the land around still being grey, right? He had to put. You said when you were getting out of there, it was all the illusion.
Yes.
So what does that mean? Does that mean anything?
Wait, say that again.
Oh, if you're saying if you destroy the thing, what is that going to suddenly make all the trees grow?
No, I mean. will it
Stop the spread.
Yeah,
Well, didn't it when he was even just keeping it under control stop the spread
yeah.
with the wishes and stuff and you feeding all your crap into the thing?
So it's a focus, not a container. Like I was thinking.
Yeah. It's,
Sometimes I was thinking like
It has
I was
to be
leaking,
something-
but like if
it's a
we destroy
focus.
it,
It
Yeah.
can't be.
destroy that we don't. There's nothing to.
No. It's a focus. It can't be making the thing. It's a focus. How is it making?
Yeah, it can't generate. It's,
It's
not
not.
generating.
What is doing it then?
I don't know, and it's not a container. Like the magic's not inside of it, right? It's a focus.
Yeah, it's a focus.
Or is it focusing something? Is it powerful and it's like focusing like a
Let's
like when you cast your green line thing? That's what you do. You know, where you melt stuff with your finger.
Disintegrate.
Aye. Well, melty finger, I call it. Is that? I love Kill Guy with the glasses. I'm really getting into him. Like, is it? He wears them right there. Is it?
Kill guy, you don't look
Is it? The magic's inside you, but you're focusing it into something. You're focusing it into a deadly ray.
Yeah, so the magic's not inside the crystal.
How do you know?
Because, I mean, it's been referred to as a focus before.
It's an artifact, isn't it? It's not a crystal. You're the one that keeps calling it a crystal.
I didn't say it. I said people call it a focus.
Right.
So it's not actually containing it, it's just focusing it.
Is that thing there? Is it there? Is it in there? He points on the map. Is it in there? No.
But that's what Eldor said.
I don't know.
Why don't we go have a look at it? Why don't we go and have a look at it? Listen, if
It's going near it.
if I had my heart, let it try and hurt me.
Oh my
Listen,
god.
if I had something in my mind that was doing bad, guess what I'd go do first? Check it out.
I think you just hit it.
Aye, but I'd check it out
That's
first.
awesome.
I'd check it out briefly,
Briefly.
and then I'd hit it. But I might as well have a swing at it, see what we could do. You never know.
We could always, if nothing works and there's nothing way to stop it, we could just open up the Well of Many Worlds until it comes out in another star and then drop it in.
Drop it into a star.
Hey, what's that? Who's that Nevermelt? Who runs this place? The place we're going
the
to.
Baron.
Baron.
No, not Baron. The
Oh, the wind stopped suddenly, didn't it? Weather's looking better.
The what are they called again? Magister.
Magister. Yeah. Valentine.
What's a magister?
Oh boy.
Do you have your phone?
I don't have my phone with me.
What's a phone?
Hang on,
It's this thing, and I hold up the rock.
Would you like to tell the group about the magisters?
Yes.
Because then I can read it out.
Yes.
Or let me give it to you and then you read it out. Okay?
Okay, that
Seems fair?
seems like a plan.
That seems like a good idea.
Like a plan.
So pay attention, everybody. Read from there. Don't scroll up.
Pay attention, everyone.
Okie dokie. Attained almost demigod status and wielded powerful and ancient draconic sorcery that sucked arcane power from a 3,000-mile region and stole from all the magic using folk of his domain.
What? So this dragon sorcerer took all the magic?
Dragon.
Well, I guess there was a great uniting of the most powerful wizards and sorcerers of the twin continents of Aeon and Horizon, and a new pact was created and 3 magisters were selected. With the great uniting, the magisters were able to halt Odorin's ravaging and suppress his power.
Nice.
The magister's oath is to represent mastery and freedom of magic use.
But they had powerful wizards.
Yes, very powerful. There are 3 magisters, one of each for the Moons of Wonder to represent their symbolic representation. The 3 magisters are, now listen carefully, Daenerys, listen carefully.
I'm listening carefully.
Are you writing this down, lad?
Yeah.
Because he's just doing this from memory. It's crazy.
There's Oshan Edarius, the White, representing the Laloon,
So Laloon, I can read this bit if you
the
like.
Silver Moon.
Do you want to keep reading or shall I?
You should read it.
So Oshan Adarius, the White. Oshan. O-S-H-A-N. Don't worry about spelling too much. Just write it like you'd say. Oshan Adarius, the White. He is symbolically represents Laloon, the silver moon. Now, the silver moon is the one that's most closest to our moon, except it's much bigger in the sky, has a 30-day cycle. It's like the main one, right? And he represents the good and conscientious use of magic for creation and wonder. Then there is Armand Valentino. This is who you know to be at Nevermelt.
Yeah.
He's known as the Red. representing Milun, the ash blood moon. The ash blood moon is one that you study the most for your divination. Like it has much more. It has like a 90-day cycle, and for a lot of that cycle, it's hidden behind Laloon, and then it comes out, and it's
red?
diviners. It's often red, and it can either go from a grey to a red, depending. When it's just coming out from behind Laloon, is when the sun reflects off Laloon onto it, and it appears as a big red. Once it fully reveals outside of Laloon, it goes a kind of a grey. So Armand Valentino represents the use of magic for knowledge and foresight. He is like as diviners. He was the first one Lermir told you about. And then there is Trevelyan. Trevelyan the Black. He represents Nilun, the dark moon. This is the one where you only ever see Nilun in the sky every 5 years. And it's literally for a single night every 5 years.
Why? Why does it orbit so slowly?
It's not that it orbits slowly. It is almost always concealed by the other two moons. So it's hidden. But its orbit is just enough off that every 5 years it'll come into view. And it Trevelyan represents the use of magic for empowerment. But all three magisters represent, they kind of stand for the idea of freedom of magic use, not for any. So this is why they're united to stop Odorin. This is all Elowin telling you this, is because Odorin was looking to sap magic from its users and from his domain.
That sounds like Venomorphy. Does it?
No,
Okay.
that's just somebody taking arcane power from others. Okay, so it's Armand Valentino who is known to be in residence at Nevermelt.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
Where are the others? Do I know?
No.
Hello,
But they are the three magisters of two continents, Aeon and Horizon, which is the one that you were going to visit.
Yeah.
That's just south of Gloucester Island.
Well, maybe the one of the others isn't now. But
They are known to travel.
yeah.
You know, they're known to sort of Gandalf their way around places they're going and helping out and shit. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
So we find it. So I'm still all right. I got all that. Now that I'm smart, I get all that. Still think we should go have a look at this thing.
But after
You
we research-
can. Be my guest.
Like,
You
I mean, we're so close to the library. Why would we just go now?
No, I know. Let's get to the library. But if it's such a powerful fellow there, maybe he can take us there.
Yeah.
Have a look at it.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I think it's a good idea.
that's a good idea.
Check it out. You might be able to figure stuff out, and you might be able to help me hit it.
Yeah, I can help you with it. But I'm not sure that's a good idea, but yes.
It used to be by the map. It used to be loads of volcanoes there, so you never know. There might be some magma we could drop. into or
Say
something.
that again.
Magma.
Say it again.
Magma.
Magma.
Oh, Nimmerfur is the well of many worlds.
But why do we need the Well of Many Worlds?
I wanted.
Maybe
Maybe
you can click in here, can't you?
it's our plan B for the
Or throw everything through the hole into somewhere else.
Well, as long as it's not
Civilized.
like one of the known planes, if it's just far off in space, in a star.
It's still gonna wreck loads of
Or-
things.
Can I ask something?
I don't think that's very moral.
There's no life in a star. It can't suck anything out of it.
Xandin perks up at this and he goes, he's still shivering, even though it's warm inside the. I'd say you've got like half an hour left on Learmonth. And it is now dark. It's middle of the night. Because you did from about 4 o'clock, 8 hours, so 12. It's midnight. So when it cancels, it'll be midnight. So, Xandin picks up and he goes,
What about trees, though? How we make trees back? Look at beautiful map.
We can't though.
This This is what we must read book about. Look. All the life. What is that? Hundreds of miles. Animals. Whole cities.
We need to plant them back.
But can't plant. Where do you get? How you plant them back?
See?
But it is grey ash.
Well, we need to restore it some. We can put new soil down.
On top of ash.
Just dig down.
You say you see this ash. You run through it before.
Yeah.
We don't know how far it goes. Maybe we can dig.
Did you think anything would grow in it?
No.
It is that I worry. Whole part of our land is dead. I want to go and read books about how we get trees back.
Restoration.
It is as important. Do you not care?
Of course I do.
It is as important as stopping thingy. Don't worry, I'm not trying to anger you. I'm saying sometimes I don't know with humans what you care about and what you're not.
Well, look, I care about stopping this thing, and so that it would be possible to restore the land. Because if we don't, it's only going to keep killing stuff.
Can't you just get wizard to cast wish on it every day and that stops it?
Wish doesn't work on it.
No, I don't mean destroy it, but to stop it like your grandpa doing.
Yeah.
That's going to be very draining. Some people can't cast wish ever again.
Oh, that's why your granddad mad.
Yeah.
Yes, that makes sense now. Okay, well, can't we just throw magic items at it every day?
There will be no
there was a
magic.
special furnace built to feed the thing.
Right, you don't have that.
No, well, it's in
it's
charge.
massive.
Okay,
Look,
so we, okay.
I'm still thinking about that anti-magic gem.
Where did we
I
put
don't know
it?
why. I kind of just
We
wanted
left
to
it
sit down there. Yeah.
How
Because
do
we
we?
couldn't fly.
How do we bring it?
I don't know. Didn't we put it back in the thing? We put it back in the.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
How are we gonna get there?
We can't.
I could teleport there, but last time
You couldn't
teleported
teleport.
there. Eurishnik
You can't. It's an anti-magic gem.
Eurishnik spoke to me last time I was there, or something from down in the furnace.
What?
When I went back there to
Go on, boy. What?
when I went back there to I can't remember what I went back there to do. After we'd already thrown all the stuff in, I went back and Eurishnik said something to me. I can't remember it fully, but I was just like, I think it offered me power or something. I was like, nah, I'm good, and teleported out of there. Bit
It
strange.
spoke to you? Like, was it like a? Are you sure it was like speaking? Because if it's sentient,
Something echoed around in my head.
This thing think?
This thing's sentient.
Well, that one was underneath.
And that is part of this one.
Yes.
So maybe we can go chat with it.
How we
Well, it
get
only
that?
spoke to me when I was on my own.
Can we So we can't get anti-magic gem because we go there and then we get gem and we can't get out.
Yeah, well, unless we
Go
did
on
it
a
all on
boat.
foot.
And then we
But everything, it would disable like everything through my armor.
And the Evanancy would kill.
Yeah.
What if we get bit of Rishnik out of there? Get the whole thing together.
But what if it? No, that means it's a center, so it's going to spread quicker.
No, I mean, with what Kilgar say about go and see enemy,
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
Be good if we had its other bit with us, then we can go. Right now we know where you all are.
There's also Pebble on Lancaster.
Okay, we get Pebble.
Why is it all split up though?
I don't know.
Bits. Well, actually, my great.
He's nicked it. No.
Yeah, he stole it.
But why is it split up?
He stole it. I don't know how.
Would he break bit off?
Yeah, why would he just
I
do
don't
that?
know.
Why is it broken?
Where's my pen?
Okay, so things we are asking about.
Yeah.
I think learning
How to
it-
stop
I think Lehman's heart is about to go down. You said half an hour.
Pitch black outside as well, by the way, just so you know. And you haven't slept, but you have all long rested. You took drinks from the urn, from
Yeah.
Kilgar's urn. You've all drunk well.
There's an ion stone that when orbiting your head, you don't need to eat or drink.
What does my iron stone do? It deflects stuff.
Yeah, that's good for magic, isn't it?
Stores
Yeah.
spells. You're not attuned to it.
So
Okay, throw it into the air. I don't think it's orbiting your head.
I'm not going to have it orbiting my head yet.
Okay. Roll one of you roll d6 for me, please.
4.
Okay. The winds calm down from gale down one more to where's my weather chart? To a strong wind. Still snowing, right? So it's still sort of heavy flurry of snow. You have all your hit points back, all your spell slots back. 8 hours inside the room temperature of thing has been very comfortable. Well, comparatively comfortable. You had your bed rolls down. They're a little bit wet from the snow, but it's not warm enough. I suppose it'd be warm enough in the dome to melt the snow in the dome a little bit.
Just fill up the dome with water.
Yeah.
Just floating on
It's
the
not been easy. You've been kind of like packing it up the edges and just, slowly going down, but it's all fine. Okay. So the wind is now just strong wind. Could you roll d20 for me?
17.
17. But as the dome and the strong wind comes in, it is now roll d4 for me.
3.
That's a d6, Shirley.
I'm sorry, wrong dice. 3.
It's much colder though. Because
I've
it's the middle of the
snapped
night.
that,
Because
yeah.
it's the middle of the night, it's much colder. And go ahead and roll d20 for me.
18.
Yeah, so the snow is much heavier, or is as heavy as it was. The wind's less, but it's much colder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Polar bear time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like everyone to go ahead, starting with you, Danae, roll a Constitution saving throw.
That's
Wait.
12.
12. Okay, fine.
I'm rolling my portents.
Okay, what did you just roll for your Constitution save?
8.
With Constitution modifier?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Good to know. Now rolling portent. Remember, you've got to announce portent before you roll.
17.
17, 12, and 6. Nice. Okay. So every hour that you're in this weather, the DC isn't high, but every hour that you're in this weather, you have to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
If you fail, you get a point of exhaustion. Okay?
Yeah.
So
Okay, polar bear time.
you are minutes out of the Lehman's tiny hut. 2 seconds. Visibility hasn't picked up. The wind's died down, but it's much colder. Are you going back to your southwesterly direction?
Polar bears.
Polar bears.
Everyone polar bear.
5 lots of slots then. So what's that? All your 4th level?
And all my 5th.
Great. Okay. All right. So let me just figure this out.
I'm a polar bear.
You polar bear.
I'm a polar bear.
See the second cross?
Yes.
That's where you are now. Actually, that's a little optimistic. No,
No.
Aww.
no. In the hour you ran on this. Yeah, no, you're about there. About there.
Okay.
Okay. You
Whoops.
And then you crack on, yeah?
Yeah,
we
I
crack
follow
on.
the stone.
We bound.
Okay, roll a d6 for me, please.
6.
6. Okay, good. This hour passes uneventfully. You manage to amble along through the snow. I'd actually say visibility is less because of the mixture of the wind and the snowfall is heavier now. So you've got 5 feet of visibility. So you're literally running blind into the snow.
I'm gonna keep communications up with my telepathic.
Yes. Can't see anything. Can't see anything.
I say, you're doing
I'm gonna
great.
say, okay, I'm gonna every 5 minutes I say, I ask for everyone's names.
Okay, great.
Why?
So I know everyone's here.
I'd like, starting with you, make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
The modifier is just add a straight +2.
9.
9.
So I can't. Okay.
Dex saving throw +2.
Oh, 22.
Nice. Will you roll for Kilgar?
Yes.
You roll for Zalin and Tanlin in a minute.
9.
9. Okay, great.
Manlin is 7.
Just so no for both of them. Remember, treat them as a single unit. So 7 with the +2.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So everyone except Elowin, at some point during this, you'll stumble and fall and take. You don't get the benefits of your armor because you, strictly speaking, don't have it on. Well, that's a good one to put on Twitter. I'm not sure about the rules there.
Oh, yeah.
You just take 2 points of bludgeoning damage
Yes.
accumulated over the hour from trips,
Okay.
falls, that kind of thing, from crags.
Come on.
Hang on a second, you got all your hit points back. 292. So for the purposes of combat and saving throws and stuff like that, you and Kilgar treat Kilgar as your kind of unit, okay? And you'll be treating Zanlin and Tanlin as one unit.
You're alone.
Okay. Okay. So for the hour, you don't stumble. Everyone else stumbles, takes a little bit of damage. Let's see whether the weather changes. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me, Halloween.
Okay. 1.
1. Okay. The weather does change. Let's see which direction it changes. D20, please.
Please be good. Please be good. Please change for the good 12.
Okay.
Guess what?
No, because it's the middle of the night as well. I'm trying to work this out. The temperature does. Oh, no. It stays as it. Well, it got 30 degrees colder, so it's about -20 now. It goes back up to about 0, roughly. It's freezing. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Roll for wind. Let's see what happens with the wind. D20.
8.
Okay, the wind dies completely down.
Oh, thank goodness.
Completely
So
down.
now it's just snowing. And
Now, well, let's do precipitation. Precipitation.
20. 15.
The snowfall goes to light snowfall.
yes, thank God.
Okay. Let me just see if I can find a freezing without.
Freezing without dying.
Oh, hang on. No, that's windy. You got a non-windy Arctic.
That doesn't
And
really
it's
sound like it.
No
It
wind.
sounds like a boat. You're in a boat. The ocean.
That sounds like the Arctic to me.
Okay. After the hour of running through the darkness, your heavy footfalls, big, massive footfall, and then you feel that tingling in your skin, like pins and needles, like the beginning of pins and needles, because you know it's about to wear off. Again, you find a little bit of cover. I'll say it takes a while because it's dark. So you are already transformed as you're not quite yet in cover, but the wind has died right down. The snow now just gently flutters down. As you look up, as you all revert to your normal forms.
Oh, my bird was flying just like by my shoulder the whole time.
Okay. I'll say that I would say that your familiar becomes sort of part of you for the sakes of polymorph for that. So it wouldn't survive. In that wind, it would be gone.
I just hold on to it.
Yeah.
I'm part owl.
It becomes a patch of fur. As you transform back, check your kit, check your buckles on your armor, make sure you got everything. You look up. Now you can see, peeking through some of the clouds, twinkling of stars, and far above the clouds, you see this mist-like big waves of color in the air. These huge striations of greens and electric blues that seem to ripple and wave across the night sky behind the clouds. Also, the light from them sort of echoes through the clouds, creating these weird, almost arcane reflections through the clouds. And beneath it all, this gentle snowflakes falling down. It was an amazing night. Now and then, as the clouds continue to go across, these are still quite heavy clouds, snow-bearing clouds. You see, beaming through after a little while, the light of Laloon shines down, and then it disappears, and you get a period of blackness, and it shines through again. Still heading southwest?
Yeah.
Everyone but one person here can become a polar bear again.
I will walk, because I've got armor on.
Okay.
I've got the most protective armor.
So you just want to, are you transforming again? Or
Hang on,
are
but
you
you're going to be way faster than me.
What should we do?
I could ride on your back. I mean, I'm used to riding circuit.
Why don't we just walk? The weather's alright. No.
Yeah, if it gets bad again, we'll save it for if it
Yeah.
gets bad again.
Okay.
Let's walk.
Hey,
Oh, yeah. Owls.
I can actually do with finding a real polar bear, because I hate to admit it, but I could do with a coat.
Wow, I never thought I'd see the day.
That's
You
a
can wear my
bit-
dress if you want.
It's a bit nippy.
You burned your dress. Well, your
I've got
other
my
dress.
yellow dress, not my fancy one.
Your fancy.
I'd like you to roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
11.
Okay, good to know.
Rolled a
Thank
2.
All right. So it is now about 1 o'clock in the morning, getting on for 2 o'clock in the morning. It's still very dark. And as you just continue to walk for another hour through the cold but still night, we'll do weather checks every hour to see how the weather goes. So, Charlotte, a D20, please, for now.
1.
Great. The temperature stays the same. And a D20 for you, please, Eloise.
1.
Nice. The wind does not pick up. And the final D20,
14.
14.
1.
So the snowfall remains. The conditions don't change for another hour
I
as
like
you continue
this.
to walk through the night. Now and then, breaks in the clouds, and the whole white landscape around you is lit up as if by discos don't really exist. But these deep green, bluey, just ripple across the landscape in front of you. And in moments, you see how rough hewn the ground is now that you can properly see. And it seems that you've been running in a massive, like a basin, like a valley, but without a river in the middle of it. Huge basin. Off maybe half a mile away, there's a much higher multitude of crags. And again, about a quarter of a mile on your left, crags, spires of ice and rock coming out of the ground. And in this kind of basin of snow and ice between you and as far as you can see ahead of you, there are still also crags of rock, large ice spikes, crevasses, and all these sorts of things. It's very uneven ground. Now that you're obviously not in bear mode, I'd still say it's difficult terrain. You have to walk around obstacles, and so you for the next hour that you walk, I'd say you do about 2 miles. You want to keep going through the night?
Yes.
All right, great. So from 2 until 3, I'd like you first. Let's do Constitution saving throws because it's still freezing or less.
Wait, so we still could take a point of exhaustion?
Sure thing. Yeah.
Okay. 21. 20.
Nice. Okay. Roll for Kilda.
I thought we were a unit.
No, you still roll for him. What I mean is you
Oh.
control. You control him. You
Got it.
roll for him.
Got it. What's
Just what you roll.
6?
He's fine. Go for Xanon.
And Talon. What's the 11?
Okay, 13. They're fine. You the DC on the extreme cold thing is 10, so it's okay. Move along. Everyone's kind of like as you're going. See your breath. It's still freezing. Make no mistake. Even if the conditions, the wind's low, you're still in Arctic conditions, so it's still very, very cold. Okay. When you think about the way it was at the top of the tour, -4, but there wasn't really much of a wind. It was cold, and if you stood still for too long, it started to get cold.
Yeah.
It's much colder than that. Do you know what I
Wait,
mean?
what is the temperature?
I mean, you don't know, but it's a lot colder than it was at the top of the tour. I mean, we all just had regular coats on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And we weren't in Arctic conditions. So there's snow everywhere. There's snow falling lightly, so it's still very, very cold. But you all are fine in terms of exhaustion.
Okie dokie.
Okay, next hour. I would like, firstly, Finley, roll me an intelligence check, straight intelligence check, just with your intelligence modifier.
Gonna want to portent that.
No, portent, you have to do that before the roll.
14.
14, fine. Okay, so you feel very confident that you're still on track, that you're still going southwest.
Nice.
Okay. You know, earlier when I said roll the D10.
Oh.
You rolled 8, didn't you?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, good. No, nice. Sorry, I just needed to remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So this next hour, as you walk through this basin of ice and snow, chill night, peaceful as it seems. Let's start with Constitution saving throws.
9.
6.
Okay.
And then for Xanon.
Kilgo's got 8.
Xanon and Thing get 13.
Okay. Take a point of exhaustion. So ability checks are at disadvantage.
And me?
What did you roll?
8. No, 6.
What? 6.
Yeah, I think
How
so.
Okay, point of exhaustion then.
Okay.
So make a note of that. It's disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay.
Until you can take a long rest.
And it's Kilgar.
Kilgar's fine. And let's do the weather. So, Ellen, starting with you, D20, please.
8.
Okay, the temperature stays as it is.
14.
A slight wind picks up,
Uh-huh.
and then precipitation.
15.
Snowfall stays light. With the weather, you want to roll low.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so wind starts to pick up. Remember, I think what makes this uncomfortable is because you're walking through the night as well, it's particularly chilly.
Yeah.
Makes sense? But you are making good ground. And I'd say in those 3 hours, you do another 6 miles. So it's almost a hex. So let's keep going for another hour and then that'll do you another hex southwest, okay? So we're now approaching 4 o'clock in the morning. Sorry, 5 o'clock in the morning. After you did the Hour of the Bears. So let's do Constitution saves first.
Okay, 14. I mean
14.
16.
You don't get more exhausted.
7.
2 points of exhaustion.
Kilgar gets 19.
Things get 3.
For
Well,
the 5, they take a point of exhaustion. So 2 points of exhaustion. Hang on a second. That's in here. Oh, there we go. Exhaustion. Your speed is halved.
Oh man.
So you can only do a mile in this hour.
I
Okay?
give her my magic carpet. The wind.
I'll allow that. You can sit her on
Oh,
the magic
nice.
carpet. Okay, so your travel isn't slowed down. Good thinking. You
What
just
about the
you
Zarmans?
just start to go. Yeah, they are just at ability checks
Oh, yeah.
at disadvantage. But you're starting to, because you're carrying more weight than anyone else in terms of your armor and everything. You just start. It really starts to get to you, and you've got your big robe coat on, and you're just like walking slow. You're like,
Take a
mumbling to
while.
yourself.
Take a while on the carpet.
So you sit on the carpet for this hour. So you do another 2 miles. So by 5 o'clock in the morning, you have done another hex, and we will put you now 1, 2, 1, 2. You're now 3 hexes, 24 miles. You don't know this, but in the direction you're headed, you're 24 miles,
How many miles is one hex again?
8.
Okay.
So you, in those all night you've been walking for 4 hours, you've just done 1 hex.
Yeah.
Okay?
Great.
5 o'clock in the morning, and far to your left as you're walking, over to your left over here, the sky starts to go a deep midnight blue as the day starts to come. You want to keep going?
Yes.
Okay. Great.
I'm on a rug.
Okay. To
Does that mean
nowhere.
Does that mean no constitution?
No, you still have to do it. The reason you do that is just because of the temperature. So if you're exposed to a temperature of 0 degrees or less, you must succeed on a saving throw.
Are we at 0 degrees?
Sorry?
Are we at 0 degrees?
Oh, it's way less than 0.
Oh.
It's like minus 15. Like it's very cold. Yes, you're all basically just screaming as you walk. But it's beautiful. You know, it was beautiful. There's a bit of a light wind now, and the snow's still going. Okay, let's do con saves one at a time.
Your constitution.
Add your constitution modifier.
10.
Okay, so you make it.
Oh.
So you're still at 2.
Okay, Kilgar 4.
10, he makes it.
6, me, and 3.
So you and Zanlin and Tanlin are now at half speed.
Do you want to sit on the rug? This is getting dark. If I get off, then I'm going to slow us down.
Okay.
If you stay off.
Just everyone with just
Hang on a second. Kilgar has got 29 strength. So he puts the 2 gnomes on his shoulders and he carries you, which is easy for him.
Whoa!
So,
I can sit on the rug, you know.
and you stay on the carpet,
Yeah.
right? And so carrying you like that,
Wait, the carpet's the size of the table. I'm going to lie on my front.
it's not quite the size of the table. Well,
Oh.
6 foot. Yeah,
It's
yeah, it's about the
5 foot
size.
6.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
she's
about
going
the
to lie
size.
on my front like
Yeah,
this.
you're
Like,
just lying.
Oh,
And Kilgar's just carrying you easily. He's as strong as a storm giant, you know, so he's fine. He just carries along, walks along. Oh, this is cozy, isn't it, lads? There you
You're the
go.
only one who doesn't have a point of view.
So it's keeping me warm as well. It's quite nice. This is where it's good to have a tough gnome, dwarf barbarian with you. Okay,
No barbarian.
they are fun.
Why can't I picture that? A no barbarian.
All right, let's do weather. So, starting with you, temperature
4.
stays the same.
5.
Wind dies down to nothing, so the wind dies down again. Precipitation
10.
10.
Mhm.
Snow stops.
Yeah.
So it's now crisp. You see your breath. The wind completely dies down, and the clouds part. Now is just the black, going to midnight blue of the morning sky starting to emerge. Far off to your left and slightly behind you, the sunrise is beginning. Now there is a kind of like azure blue going through to midnight blue, going through to still black in the west and to the south where you're headed, still black, but behind you there's this light, and it casts this beautiful, it gives a blue hue to all the snow and the ice around you. And all you can hear now, there's no wind, no snow landing, it's just the crunching of your footsteps, the heavy footsteps of Kilgar.
Those are the only footsteps.
Yeah, and the much more gentle footsteps of. Oh no, that's it.
Just carry on.
That's yeah, that's it. Okay. Just take a quick pause there because I need a comfort break.
Okay.
We'll be right back after this short message. this short message. Guys, tell them about the website and what they can get and stuff.
Yeah,
The website's good.
What's it called?
Every10day.com.
Every10day.com.
They have maps. This map,
Oh,
to
yeah.
be exact. So if you want to play an
Character
character
sheets if you want to start.
Yeah, there's literally everything you need to start a game there. Like, it's easy. Basically everything to start a game, so you can like play in our world.
One of you could go and start in the Vidal Dynasty with a new character.
Or you could
named
start-
Elwin the Second.
Or you could start in Curtin and murder the and be an assassin and murder us before we ever get to do any of this.
Yeah,
And so you basically ruin the
you
whole
could
campaign.
start in Nevermelt and burn all the books. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be great. Why are we telling
Why are we
them to Or you could start in the Great Grey Waste.
Yeah, and die straight away. That'd be fun.
You're doing a terrible advertising. What are you doing?
We're telling them all the ways that you
They
can.
can get that map as well if
Yeah,
they
that's
want.
what we
That's what we
said.
said.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah,
You'll
the
see.
map.
Don't worry.
Oh, we've got some people watching as well. We've got Gaming at 30. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, Gaming at 30.
That's the
Oh,
one.
sorry, up there. Hey. Hi. And we've got Drool 78. Seriously, this is awesome. Because Gaming at 30, I think, left a message to say,
Yeah,
This
they've
is-
been watching ours.
and also he or she or whatever, they have been able to figure out streaming their game as well.
Yeah, which is awesome.
So yeah, drop us the name of your stream once you get it going, man.
I recommend
Woman.
you start in the
They-
Grey Waste.
Start in the great way. The great way, yeah.
So
Start
we
in-
were saying you could start a Curtin and murder Daenerys and Elwyn in an alternate reality, so none of this ever happens. Or they could start in the middle of the Grey Waste and die instantly.
Well, at first level, just die. Roll your hit points, lose your hit points. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoy it. So, awesome. By the way, if you're listening on the podcast, you can check out the YouTube channel now.
In the middle of the game, we're advertising on YouTube.
We've been doing, I think, since game 100 is now streamed, so you should be able to
Yes.
check it out there.
And yes.
All right.
And also go to every10day.com, look at the map.
You can download the map, exactly.
Pretty cool. You can start in the Grey Waste with a new character. Start in our world.
And make it your
I don't know
world.
why I like the idea of them starting in Curtin and alternate reality and murdering David. What? It's like Thanos.
What's in your
I
head?
just start with a bucket of water and run over to your burning mansion and put it out.
Yeah, never that happened. Never the trauma.
Kill the people that set it on fire.
Yeah, she's fine. She's a happy,
No, we never
well-adjusted
met.
young girl.
We never
Grows
met.
up to be a peasant.
I died trying to get troll fat for Lermia.
Oh yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Right, weird. Okay, so 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. You still going? Still travelling?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's start with con saves.
Yes. 13.
Yes. 16.
Kilgar got 12.
Xandlin and Thing got 12.
Think.
Okay, so you don't take any further points of exhaustion, but speed's still halved, and your ability checks are still at disadvantage. The sun, between 6 and 7 in the morning, the sun breaks the horizon off far to your left and slightly behind, casting this beautiful coral-coloured, orange-coloured in places light against the snow. It is stunning. It is. Let's roll for the weather.
Let's roll for how stunning it is. 7.
Okay, temperature, if anything, warms slightly because it's beginning to be day. So when that sun breaks the horizon and the crags, you
Yeah.
all feel it. You're like, oh,
Blinded.
even though it only takes you probably up to like -5, you're like, this is like heaven. You'll start sunbathing now. Roll for wind,
In the
accelerate.
Wind 2.
No wind, totally still. Precipitation,
15.
but it starts to snow gently.
What?
So it warms up, wind stops, a soft snow starts to come down, which does affect your visibility slightly. Okay. And did we do con saves? We did con saves, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So that does you a total of another 2 miles. You just want to keep going?
Yeah, we're just
I
gonna
like
go.
it.
We're just
It's
going. This
going.
game is just us walking.
Okay, 6 till 7. Hang on a second. Till 7.
Just gonna keep going until we get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until we die.
Oh,
Until one of us reaches 4 exhaustion points, then we're just gonna keep going.
All right. I would like,
Or we get
please, between 7 and 8 in the AM. Firstly, I'd like everyone to make perception checks. Roll for your other characters.
Let's
as
do
well.
the 8.
11.
19.
Okay, good.
11 for me, and then 12 for Tanlin and thing.
3 for Kilgar.
Okay, great.
It's not talent, it's talent.
So he's still carrying you, little guys. As you're on the rug, you're the most able to kind of look
Yeah.
around, and you see a little. I'd say probably through the snow about a quarter of a mile away. So that's maybe 1,000 feet or more, a few thousand feet away. You've seen a lot of crags and slopes of snow and ice, but you see your first cave
Ooh.
in the side of the thing.
That might be really bad or really good.
A large opening ice cave. Okay, just to give you the heads up on that.
That's not
Now.
going there.
Con save.
Wait, for what?
It's a constitution
okay.
save because you're travelling in freezing conditions.
6.
6?
Yeah.
Not a point of exhaustion.
How am I at?
I'll tell you in a second.
Guys, we need to stop.
Hang on, wait.
We stop at 4.
Just do the rolls first and then say what you do.
Elwyn gets a natural 1, and I think Zan and a thing pass at 70.
Okay, you now have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. So it won't affect your spell casting unless you're doing spell attacks, obviously, but it will affect your fighting.
If we get 1 more point, we stop. If anyone gets 1 more point, we stop. No, if
Did you
anyone-
roll for Kilgar?
Yeah, he got
Roll again. Come on, keep.
15.
Okay, yeah, he's fine.
I think he got 11 before, so
He's absolutely fine. He's just walking with you. I don't know what's up with you lot. You're all so flimsy.
Not built the same.
Because
way.
you lot all look thing.
The fluid in my brain just froze.
Did you see something over there, lass?
Yes.
He was noticing you.
Yeah. There's just cave over there, but we shouldn't go in it.
You don't want to take shelter since
there's
you're all
gotta be some-
failing and falling all
I've
over.
seen
the
this one
place.
before. We're gonna walk in there, and something's gonna grab us by our feet and
Last time
ice
we
us to the ceiling.
last
They're gonna drop on
time we were in snowy conditions.
lightsaber on the floor.
We met quite a few yetis. So I mean.
Yeti.
Yeti.
Okay. Well, then you continue and you walk way past the cave
Yeah.
then, because you do another 2 miles. Okay. You do another 2 miles. Let's do weather, starting with you this time. Temperature, please. D20.
Natural 20.
Okay, it gets hotter, so it actually gets warmer. Roll D4.
Oh.
Roll D4.
Me?
Yeah.
I thought lower was
4.
Okay, it gets 40 degrees Fahrenheit hotter. It gets much warmer.
good. Whoa,
So it goes up to, it gets warmer. There's no other way of saying it, right? You
It gets
go.
really hot.
not hot, but it gets warmer. 1. No wind. Yeah. Jesus. We'll take it off.
I thought you said 40 degrees Celsius for a second.
No, Fahrenheit. Yeah,
Oh god, this is getting
No,
terrible.
so it actually goes above freezing. It goes. Hang on a second.
So does that mean we won't?
Hang on. I'm calculating that. I know what you're going to ask me. Does that mean we don't have to make con saves?
Yeah.
Let me read first.
Okay.
And then hang on a second. So roll for precipitation, please.
16.
The snowfall continues. The light snowfall. So it's just light flurrying. Light flurrying.
Warm snow.
If it was minus 15, so it's taking it up to about. What did you roll in Fahrenheit?
40.
40. Hey Siri, what's 40 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
40 degrees Fahrenheit is 4.4 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
Oh, it's not as hot as I
Right.
thought.
It goes, so mind you, it was minus 15 at night. I'd say it's minus 5 during the day. It takes it up to 0. So it's
We still need to.
way more comfortable. It's way more
Oh,
comfortable.
we still
Alive.
need to. We still take points of exhaustion.
Potentially. All right, con saves then for this hour. Roll good.
Oh, we have to
I'm
stop.
gonna portent mine to 12.
Did you already roll?
No.
Okay. You're fine. Roll for Kilgar, please.
One.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, Kilgar, from carrying you lot and just keeping going, he takes his first disadvantage on ability
And
checks.
Zalman thing failed as well.
Thing.
Really?
What level are they on?
Thing.
So,
They're dead.
Danaea,
You just look up at Hugo's shutters. They're just dead.
That is so.
Wait, why are they taking you if they're what? Oh, right. Temperature.
hold on. Right. So, Zanlin and Danaea,
Yes.
your hit point maximum is halved. So just half your hit points
Okay.
straight away.
Okay. I've got 100
And
hit points.
until you get, hang on a second, your hit point maximum halved. Yeah, until you regain a point of exhaustion,
Yeah.
the most hit points you
I
can
have
have is
100
100.
hit points.
Yeah.
That's not cool, bro. That's
No.
not
I have
cash
more hit
money.
points than you!
That's
And
never happened before.
same with
It's happened
Zanlin,
now.
so he goes down to, hang on a second, 50, 65, 67.
Kind of goes down to 0 hit points.
Who notices this? Make a perception check.
Bad.
Make a perception check.
21.
21. As you're sort of like being carried by a thingy and just like you look up and literally on the shoulder, Tanlin is, his eyes are closed. He's just sort of bobbing like that.
Oh my god!
Looks unconscious.
Oh god, I
Do
I'm
you want
gonna
to do
cast Cure Wounds on him.
Cure
From
wounds?
Psionics.
Okay, how much do you want to do? How many side points do you want to burn?
68. So.
Wow, okay, go for it. Take off your side points.
We were joking about it. He's actually dead. Oh god.
You look up and you're exhausted anyway. It's just like shivering in your robe. You still haven't got your fur robes, you remember? So you're like, you look up and like he's just like this, kind of a bit rigid as well. Blue face. You're like,
21 hit points.
your eyes flash white and you reach out to touch him. No effect.
Is he dead?
You feel like there's a block for your psionic energy. It doesn't go and run into him. Can't heal a dead person.
Revivify, I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, it's within a minute. Yeah.
Okay, take off the slot. Oh, you're using side points, yeah? Okay, so that's what, 6 side?
Yes.
Okay, you then
3 actually.
do the same thing. Nothing.
Guys, how did you realise he was
Something
dead?
goes, what you doing? What's it? Tanlin? Tanlin? And they're like, Kilgar's head's here, and he like, takes him. He goes, my friend! No! My friend, stop! He hits Kilgar. What's happening?
guys!
What's happening here? All right, you'll stop. Hang on a second. So,
Oh my god.
Tanlin, the non-adventurer, is frozen solid.
How long was he like that for?
Oh, I can remove a point of exhaustion with psionics.
Wait, why
Yes, you
didn't
can.
Revivify work?
Hang on a second.
Because his hit point maximum was reduced to 0.
Can I just narrate what's happening first, and then tell me if there's any actions you want to take? Zanlin immediately wants to get down from Kilgar. Kilgar lifts him down. He takes his friend. And he's just like leaning over him in the snow. And he goes,
My friend, you should never have come with us. Told you to stay back.
We have to act quick. Go.
I'm gonna remove a point of exhaustion from Tanlin if I can.
dead, you can't, he's dead.
Oh god. Cast resurrection from Wish.
Okay, that'll take I think it's an hour to prepare that. If you want to do a proper resurrection ritual.
Lay him on the
And I'll be
carpet.
using critical role rules for that as
Yeah,
well.
just put him on the carpet, guys. Put him on the carpet.
Yeah, okay. We'll lay him on the
Okay,
carpet.
you stagger off it. You're hit. You're in a bad way.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of like get off. And because you're also cold, it's so you feel so removed. in a weird way from the emotion of this little fella being dead. Okay, it takes an hour to cast this. So during that time,
Wait, no, I'm not doing that straight away. I'm doing Lumen's tiny heart first.
have you got the slots for
Yeah,
all
of
this?
course. I've got 3rd level slots.
Okay, you put the dome up around you.
But wish is a action.
That's true. It won't take as long to cast it. So you can do it as an action. It's very hard for you to set it up to do it because Zanlin is just holding him and kind of like has his head pressed against Tanlin's head. The 2 long noses are pressed against each other. And he seems to be whispering things to him.
Then I can help him like I did with Silverblade.
Give me time. Give me time. He's just with him in the snow.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Can't understand what he's saying, but it sounds. Anyone speak Gnomish?
Nope.
No.
He's saying in a language you never heard Zanlin speak in Gnomish, particularly. He's speaking in a. It sounds like grinding gravel and stones together kind of language. It's strangely comforting. You see he's rumblingly saying things into his cold blue face, purple lips.
Gonna just take a short rest. Then, I guess.
Okay, take a short rest. Would anybody like to burn any hit dice and get hit points back? Anyone lost any?
I'm full hit points.
I
Okay.
have half my hit points.
In that short rest, do you want to try and remove a point of exhaustion from any of your companions?
Sure.
No, it's up to you. I don't want to tell you what
I'll
to do.
remove it from. I'll remove a point of exhaustion from everyone, including me. So, fire.
Okay, bear with me a second. So, restore health. Oh, hang on, no, it's not restore health. Blinded, deaf, and paralyzed or poisoned. No. I'm afraid it costs 7 side points to do that, and your limit is 6. So it's beyond your abilities. I'm really sorry.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so suddenly the somberness of the moment kind of lands on you all. So Annalyn's just, 10 minutes past this, 15 minutes past this, he's just doing that. Kilgar's just looking all somberly. Should never have been out with us. Does anyone want to do anything?
I'll put my hand on Zaren's shoulder.
Okay, he kind of acknowledges that but doesn't look up or anything.
And then, there's still hope. Zaren,
I'm gonna cast resurrection on.
Zanlin's in the way at the moment.
Zaren, come on.
Roll persuasion.
Okay. Um, 25.
Okay, it takes you a while. You're like, wait, no. What you
It's
do?
okay.
What you need?
Zaren, if you step away.
What you doing?
I can.
What we did,
We
remember?
must bury him under the earth.
I can resurrect him. Hopefully.
Bring him back.
Like with Silverglade.
Is good magic or bad magic?
You've seen it with Silverglade.
You do that again?
I can today. Oh yeah, short rest. I should get this so nice.
Let me just call up the resurrection rules for thingy. You don't get spell slots back from a short rest.
Yeah, I recover half my wizard level in spell slots.
Oh, yeah.
Can you double check that? I don't think you do that.
No, I do. It's called. I don't have it written down, but I do.
Yeah, but of a particular level. Though. Let's get it. If you can't say it to me exactly like rules written, We've got to check. Do you know what I mean? Just
Remember,
for-
you get to do like if you get 5 back, you can get 3 and 2.
I recognise that, but it's up to a particular level. It's not like you can just get an 8th
I
level
was
slot.
only
back.
I don't have any 8th level slots spent. I was only gonna get a 3rd and a 4th.
Alright. Well, let's just find out, and then you can write down, and then you'll know for absolute sure for all future uses of it. Because it's not something you do that often. Okay. You have learned to regain some of your magical energy by studying a spell, but once per day when you finish a short rest, you can choose expended spell slots to recover. The spell slots can have a combined level that is equal to or less than half your wizard level, rounded up. And none of the slots can be 6th level or higher, so it's got to be 5th level or lower. So we'll remember that for future, okay? So you.
Half my wizard level rounded up, so half of 17.
So it's 9.
Nice.
Nice. So you get 9 slots or combination of slots, 5th level or lower.
Nice.
Yeah?
Good.
Okay. Leomans is still up around you. You take some time to recover, and then do you want to try and do this resurrection?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Here it comes. I'm literally going to do it de facto as they do it, okay? In Critical Role, because I really like the way they do this. Okay. Dungeon Master Matthew Mercer modified these basic spells with optional and adjustable rules to give death more meaning in the narrative, which I think is important. With these modified rules, a player's allies play a much more important role in bringing them back from the afterlife, and there's a chance their efforts may be unsuccessful. And for each successful return to life, the DC for subsequent resurrections increases by 1. So, you can increase the DC in the rules below by 2 instead of just 1 for every successful attempt if you want to add even more challenge, which I won't do. Okay, the Fading Spirit. Character death can often prove to become a minor inconvenience in some campaigns once the adventuring party reach a certain level, with spells being available to return fallen comrades from the afterlife with temporary setbacks, robbing a small element of danger and threat to future conflicts and challenges within the story. If you wish to elevate the gravity of character death, you can introduce this optional rule. If the character is dead, Tanner is definitely very dead, like an ice cube.
How did he die without us noticing?
You're in the cold. It's like when people go up Everest and they just die on the side of the mountain.
Yeah.
This is how death comes. It's not screaming and shouting and being torn apart. It's just the cold gets to you. If a character is dead and a resurrection is attempted by a spell or spell effect with longer than 1 action casting time, a resurrection challenge is initiated.
Wait.
Hang on a second. No, the challenge still applies using Wish. Up to 3 members of the adventuring party can offer to contribute to the ritual via contribution skill check. The DM asks them each. So which 3 of you would like to contribute to trying to bring him back from the afterlife?
Examine me.
You. Sweet.
Okay. The DM asks them each to make a skill check based on their form of contribution.
Persuade.
What are you going to do?
Arcana, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
History actually. No, Arcana. I don't know how exactly.
With your magic.
Arcana.
You have to think about how you're going to try and cajole him back.
History. I'm
Yeah.
gonna use history.
Nice.
I'm gonna talk about what we did.
Nice. Okay, great. And Zanlin is going to use intimidation.
Get back here right now.
Okay, so the base DC is 10,
Yeah.
and it increases by 1. Oh no, it increases depending on how successful you guys are.
Okay.
Okay, so why don't you go first with your history and describe what you do as you roll.
Okay, 31, and basically I'm gonna talk about everything that I know about him, and I'm gonna talk about the things we've done in the last. How many days has it been?
Nice.
And
Great. Okay. Next up.
I'm going to persuade him.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to say, Tanlin, you're such a brave little gnome. Don't you want to see this journey that you helped us start out on? Don't you want to see more of it? You should come back to us. That is 30.
Nice. Sandling goes,
As the head borough warden, it is not your time. Clement Hill needs you. You get back in your body, my friend. You are mine.
No!
oh,
that's a fail.
Ah!
Okay, that's okay. And now I'm going to roll the final
can I
check
turn it to 17, please?
to 17.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Not to see whether I'd roll higher. Okay. You lean forward and you just touch him gently on the head, like that. Where you touch leaves behind a small golden imprint, like almost like a fingerprint in the bluishness of his skin. There's a moment, and instantly that gold spreads to his whole body.
Oh my god!
Breath starts coming out.
Oh, it's so cold and warm at the same time.
Oh my god!
Where?
Are you okay?
Yes, it's very cold.
Okay. I'll take off my bed coat and put it around him.
I just want to check something. Because being resurrected he's already got 4 points of exhaustion
Yes.
anyway. He had an extra one from way back when you were in the stone thing, when you first arrived. So I just hope resurrection doesn't sort of add more. Like he comes back and he's just utterly. And I'm going to beat you on this. Okay, a second.
I'm going to teleport him out of here.
Yeah.
He's not staying.
Okay.
But how will you get back here?
Well, he knows this exact area where you
Oh,
are.
yeah. Will you teleport him to your tower?
Well, you know Clement Hill.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, where am I?
What am I looking at? Sorry, you know, you're looking for a thing and then you started to say teleport and I just flipped past the teleport. Like a muppet.
Resurrection.
Okay, coming back from the dead lizard lure, the target takes -4 penalty to attack or so those. Okay, yeah, he's basically buggered. But he's okay.
Okay.
There's no way he's walking or moving anywhere from
Okay,
any
I be right back to everyone else.
Pick
And
him up.
I pick him.
Have you got the slots for all this?
Sure, yeah, I've got 7 and 8. I cast teleport. I'm teleported to Clement Hill.
Percentage dice then, please.
Don't you let him walk on his own.
I grab my carpet before I leave.
Please, can we say she's sitting on it? And you whip it out. Literally, his hand's the only thing just doesn't teleport yet, and as it's going, he just reaches out.
Give me some money.
All right, go for it.
30.
30.
I'm very familiar with
It's very familiar to you. Yeah. Fine, you're on target. Inside or outside?
In the big hall.
inside.
Inside.
Also, the dome disappears around you.
Oh
Yes, it does.
yeah! You idiot! I'm falling in the snow. I still have a point of exhaustion.
You fell off the magic carpet and then just straight into the snow and it's
Yes.
freezing cold around.
Bro, I'm still gonna die.
Okay, we won't. Do you want to labour the thing back, or you just want to drop him off and be out of there? Do you want to do anything while you're there?
I say, you'll be safer here, and then I say,
Okay, you literally take him straight to his chambers. So you, and you're in Clement Hill.
I just
it's-
like him in bed.
It's 10 minutes, like you put him in bed. I'd say a few gnomes notice you, and like one comes in, he's like,
What do you want of Taka, sweet Bang?
Sorry, I don't speak no.
and you're like,
I'm here to tell us back.
Look after him.
Telephone.
roll again then for your percentage. Now, I wouldn't say you are very familiar, so there's going to be a slight chance that you're off target.
I've still got 3 points of exhaustion. Okay.
I've got 1, 2,
Roll and roll high.
3. Hi.
Yeah.
18.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, you're off target.
Oh man.
So,
No.
roll 1d10.
We're all gonna die out here alone in the cold.
I missed. 6.
Hang on a second. Distance off target is 1d10 times.
5,000.
Oh, wow. Roll percentage dice.
Oh no.
Shit, you're going a long way.
17.
17. Okay, so half is that. 25% is that. 17 is that. And what did you roll? 6?
Yeah.
6% of, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
I thought I was about to be in the grey way.
Hang on, 16.
Uh,
Well, we haven't figured that out yet.
Oh.
16. Hang on a second. 16 8 to 80, 6 8 48, 128 miles. So you are 6% of 128, which is, bear with me a second, 10% is, yeah, 128, 6% of 128.
Yes, I can't do that on my calculator because it's 9. 6.
128 times 0.6.
Oh yeah. Where is my calculator? Shit. Hang on, sorry. There we go. Right. 6% times what was the number?
128.
So 0. Oh no, that's it.
128 times
128,
0.6.
yeah, got it. 7.68.
7.68 miles. Okay, and now roll d4.
3.
3. North, south. Oh, sorry, north, east, south. So you arrive 7 miles, almost a whole hex further south of them. You don't know where you are, though.
Guys.
So bear in mind, you come back. You are, for the sakes, the terrain's pretty much the same as you're in, but different, and you're like, I don't know where I am.
Guys. Okay.
I'd say with a quite a, yeah, that's it.
I cast Lehman's tiny hut.
On yourself.
Yes.
I'm gonna pick up my stone telephone.
Okay, here's what happens back with you and Kilgar. Ding, 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 ding. You're like, after a while, Kilgar goes,
He's not coming back.
how does it yeah. 5 minutes pass.
I pick up my stone telephone.
Hang on, after 5 minutes, Kilgar goes, he's probably tucking him in and stuff, giving him an AC drink or anything. Fade to black. 10 minutes later. He's maybe he needs to tell the people exactly, get them settled in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fade to black. Half an hour later. He's not coming back. Is he?
I pick up my stone telephone.
Hello. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
No, that works within 1,000 feet.
Oh god. Okay. I sending Danae and I say, yo, Danae.
Hang on, firstly, let's establish. Give me an intelligence. Give me a nature or survival.
Nature.
Go.
21.
That's good enough for you to know you're a little further south. I'll say that. You don't know how far exactly, but you get the sense that you've pinged back further south.
Yo, Danae. I'm further south than you, so just start going south and you'll see me.
Kilgar goes, why are you looking all funny?
What?
You got a funny look in your eyes. What's happening?
I'm very tired. Oh, right. He's in my head.
Oh, right.
No, I can't walk. If you remember,
And you've got the carpet.
He took my carpet.
Kilgar goes, come on, lass. Both of you.
I'm
up on
taller
the-
So you say this cop has the intelligence of a puppy?
Hey there, boy. Yeah,
With that in mind, yes, but it'll have the same chances of getting lost as a
puppy.
puppy. So if you do want to send it off, that's fine. But you can have a carpet wandering the wild, sadly, getting colder and frosty.
Right, how do you finish talking? Right, yeah, I can't walk. And you know, you took the Lumen's tiny hut with you and the carpet, so we're screwed, and you left
No,
us.
all he gets is we're screwed. We're.
No, it's 25, isn't it?
I thought you said about 30 words then. All right then. All right. Is Tenday quite so shrill?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll play a card to control it.
I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna.
Okay. So what's happening? What's happening? He's safe.
He didn't say anything.
Look, you're
He did
too
say
weak
something.
and puny.
I can't reply again.
So tiny. Come here. He picks you and Zanlin up and starts running.
Okay.
Silent.
I can't fit
Yeah,
my
right,
shoulders.
Of course you
my
can fit.
me and Zanlin sit together.
You're just sort of like that kind of look.
Yeah.
His head. You're just
Okay.
you know that.
So
Kind
I'm
of
like.
I coloured my dome neon pink.
Nice. Good thinking. Right. Let's do this one at a time. Firstly, I'd like you to roll Constitution save for Kilgar because he's putting in the most effort at the moment.
6.
+6, 12, fine. And then another for yourself.
15. No, that's 16.
Okay, fine. Will you roll for Zanlin, please? His Constitution save.
11.
Nice. Okay. You three are fine. You're in the hut, yeah? So you don't need to do an exhaustion check for the coldness. Let's do the weather. So temperature, please.
2.
Nice. Stays the same. Oh, sorry. It cools back down, so it's like -5.
Okay.
-5 is normal here,
Yeah.
just so you know.
17 for anything.
For the next
Okay, light wind picks up, and then precipitation,
13.
13, and it starts to softly snow again. So it's cloudy, it's overcast, soft wind, light snow, temperatures -5, so it's cold. It's not nice. It's still Arctic, okay? As you run, Kilgar's going to just, oh man, let me see if he can do anything good, apart from just running.
He's just running me. That's.
Yeah, shit, he's just going to run. He's only got a magic axe and a girdle of giant strength.
Let me
and
see.
boots of,
And-
Actually, hang on,
And
I
he's
might
got
have
knee
something.
headbands.
I may have something.
You have haste.
I have some potions. I have a potion of Hildren's strength. I have a potion of growth.
Nice. Yeah, let's have it.
The potion of growth.
Do you say this to him?
Yeah,
Give it here.
that's what I was thinking.
What does it do?
Makes him grow. I don't know. I didn't write. I just.
One
Okay.
size category up.
So he goes from medium to large. Great. Well, that'll mean he covers more distance. That's fantastic. Okay, you give it. He necks it. And he becomes hill giant. So no, yeah, medium to large.
Hill
Hill
giant
sized
size.
Kilgar.
Giant strength.
So as he's running, he goes, "Hey, cheers, lass!"
There you go.
And he's suddenly you're just like sitting on his. Oh, you're so out of control. You're so out of control today. No, it's good. I like it. It's good. You're sitting on his shoulder now,
Yes.
and Zylin's sitting on the other shoulder, and he's just.
Woo! Wait,
Let me
what?
just check the movement of.
What if it's less?
Yeah.
Do you have,
Come on!
do you have any like speed potions?
If it's less, we just wasted that potion. I have.
I have enlarged reduce as a at will from my
force-
staff.
Force
so.
resistance? No. I got.
You should make yourself large and just be waving.
Do
Oh,
you
yeah.
have the ring of illusion? Major illusion?
I only have 11 charges left.
Um,
I'm not using such petty stuff.
Excuse me. River
Betty.
Bay! Right, what do I have?
Betty.
I'm looking in my inventory. I can see that. No, you can't.
Oh yeah.
I'm not there yet.
With the neon green.
Okay,
neon
speed
pink.
is increased to 50. So because he's double dashing, he's going to be doing 100 feet every 6 seconds. So in a minute, that's 1,000 feet a minute.
That's a lot of minutes.
He's got to go 7 miles. Okay, it's going to take about an hour to run it.
Okay.
So running at hill giant sized Kilgar, just pounding it
How
out.
long does the potion last?
I have no details of it.
We'll say for the duration of this, just to
Okay,
keep it
thank
clean.
you.
It doesn't last an hour, let's just say.
Does.
So, during that hour, I would like you to go ahead and make a constitution save. He's still on shoulder, he's still exposed to the elements. If
Should
anything,
I roll for?
wait up, you go first.
Some carry you under his
And
arms.
for Kilgar, +6.
1.
That fits with the narrative.
Yeah.
So he's going to go down to, at the end of this hour, his speed will be half.
No.
At the end of the hour.
Okay.
Zanlin.
5.
Okay.
No, we're not having another dying knight.
No, Zanlin is down to 0 speed. He can't move. So exhausted, he can't move.
Well, can I do anything to help him, like cover him from getting another point?
You can only get 1 an hour.
I can't do anything.
Not in your current situation. Not on the shoulders of a charging dwarf.
So I can't like go like this. What is it exactly that's making us have exhaustion?
The absolute frigid
Yeah. Okay.
environment.
Yeah. Okay.
You can't get more than when you roll a Constitution save for every hour. So
Yeah. No.
And the effect comes into play at the end of the hour. Okay, so as you're running, everything's fine, but when you get to the end of it, the effects will take place, and you're fine because you're in Leonard's. Okay,
I'm just trying to regain my strength a bit.
all right.
Just
You can only do the arcane recovery once a day,
yeah, I know.
not every short
So
rest.
if we rest, does that mean we get rid of exhaustion?
You need a long rest to and it goes up 1 point,
Okay.
so it will remove 1. Okay. Again, if it feels like unrealistic, just remind yourself, if you've ever seen the documentaries, you've seen the Antarctica, it's like frigid, you know. And none of you came prepared for it apart from you with your coat.
I have my code as well.
You've got your coat as well. That was from when you left Mistdale, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you went up into the
Yeah.
mountains then. Okay.
I think we also got some warm coats a second time somewhere else, but I don't remember where it was.
Okay. So, the end of the hour, let's do perception checks to see whether you spot a glowing pink zone. Go for it.
Perception 16.
Nice. Okay. After nearly an hour running, just looking at you, kind of, all this kind of thing, you see way off in the distance. You were heading southwest in the direction that you kept track of, and it's a little more off to the south. That he's
Yeah,
off,
I
so he's off
told
like
you.
that. So you have to veer off your southwesterly course slightly, and you head towards this
Right.
small pink light that you see
Guys, I see it.
flashing in the snow. You're waiting for an hour, and then you start to hear this. You feel this rumbling underneath, and when you first feel it, you're like, you've experienced that before with purple worms, right? And you're like, oh man, not now. And you just stay in Leomund's, and you're like, not now. You hear this.
I'm gonna look at their eyes clear.
You look off. You just see this explosion of white, and this huge red-headed dwarf just coming at you, and then just skids to a halt.
His own confidence.
Yeah. As he gets there. All right.
I allow them all in.
I'll carry down then.
Okay, you carry Zanlin in. Kilgar goes down to think, falls in, just goes, fracking hell, I'm exhausted.
Lay Zanlin on my carpet. Look.
Guys, I need to rest. This is not.
Let me just figure out the time. It's now 10 o'clock in the morning. You've literally been going all night.
We need to rest. We all.
Okay, so you've got 7 hours left of your thing, so it's not enough to cover you for a long rest with Leomund's.
I thought
Can you recast?
I wanted to have. Right now, I can just recast it. Yeah, I'll just recast the spell.
Okay. Are you taking another long rest?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. there is a percentage chance that the encounter that you rolled right at the beginning, that you rolled an 8 on, happens during this long rest. If it does, it will interrupt the long rest.
If it does, we are all dead.
I'm going to say there is a plain and simple 30% chance that it happens during this. So would one of you like to roll percentage dice for me,
Roll
please? 30 or less, and this encounter happens.
55.
Nice. Okay. You're all just collapsing,
Yes.
sleeping,
Yes.
long
Standing
resting.
sleeping on the carpet.
Sure. I'd say it's comfortable conditions in here, so that's fine. You all just plow out. Everyone tries to climb on the road, and it's just like you're all just hovering off the ground, sleeping,
I'm sitting under the rug.
with like arms on people, you know, this kind of thing.
It's a bunk bed.
Yeah, because you don't have ground underneath you, you all have to try and climb on the carpet.
We
get
can
some
all like
sleep.
lie this way over it.
Yeah, you manage it.
Yeah.
It's not comfortable, but it's comfortable enough to rest. You all are like kittens who are just lying on top of each other.
Yeah.
And so from 8 hours from 10 will mean 6 p.m. you'll wake up. Hang on a second. So at 6 p.m. you wake. 1 point of exhaustion up.
Yeah, so I have
So
my hit points back.
You have your half hit points. You
Yeah.
are now just down to disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
I have, speed is hard and ability checks. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm back to just 2 points.
Okay, great.
We
Uh,
sleep
I'm
another
going to
night.
cast demons again.
And we're
at
going to
the
sleep
end.
again.
hang on a second. Wait just a second, because we're going into a new day, and the encounter roll that you rolled is due to happen in that day. So this will happen at the end of the rest, but before you
Yeah.
begin another long rest.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not fit for encounters.
Just shoot it. Just like get rid of it. Disintegrate
Okay.
it.
Hang on a second. You don't know what's happening yet. First off, Lehman's dispels, and you have full hit points again. So hit points restored, spell slots restored.
Mhm.
So hang on a second. Let's just do that for Kilgar. Hit points restored. His exhaustion goes back up to just disadvantage on ability checks. 1 point of exhaustion. Yeah, rolling portents.
Important. They're so important. That wasn't fun. 19, 12, 6. I keep getting 6. I've gotten that 4 days in a row.
6, 6, 6.
Roll for the weather. Temperature.
12.
15.
And
2.
Yes!
so 12, temperature is normal, 15, wind is light wind, no precipitation. And
It stops snowing.
as you look around, the immediate vicinity that you ran to, that Eloin had off target teleported back to, you find that you are surrounded by these, just move that slightly. You're surrounded by these ice sheets that seem clearer than the rest of the surrounding snow. I'm going to place you guys.
I wouldn't walk on them, guys. 'Cause they might crack.
Place them there. Yeah. New figurines.
Yeah.
Thank you to not Dwarven Forge, what are they called?
Hero Forge.
Hero Forge. Thank you, Hero Forge, for your figurines. Kilgar. I'm putting you this close because you're all in a Leomund's tiny hut, which is 10-foot
Yes.
diameter, so you all are here. And you notice in the surrounding area these kind of look to be these weird pools, and from out of these little cracks and fissures around these frozen over pools, steam seems to be rising.
Hot springs.
Yeah, like hot springs.
Don't go in them.
But around you, it's still frigid temperature, hard packed icy ground, rocky ice. There's no overhangs or ruts anywhere near. And whether initially attracted by the rumbling of a giant running dwarf, you don't know. But as you're all getting your gear together, getting off the rug, stretching out from a night, even though it was welcome rest, you kind of feel much better. You're like, You're doing your stretches and you're limbering up with your sword just to do your morning stretches. Zanlin jumps down and is just like, oh, still really knackered.
Zanlin, stay on the rug.
I will sit on rug. And he's just sitting there on the rug, just eating some dry rations. You're all eating your rations for your breakfast and just around. Kilgar's there, he's got his urn, he's just drinking some ale. Right, so southwest then, laddie, is it?
Yes.
All right, and southwest is off in this direction. And as you start to plot your route through this weird steamy ice thing, erupting from this ice here, suddenly there's this as ice is flung into the air, exploded into the air. And from out of the ice, just coming up like this, is this huge, long, giant mauled, worm-looking creature. Now, you've battled 2 purple worms in your time. Imagine taking a purple worm and almost like an armorer, like a blacksmith, attaching to it these icy white plates, scales, overlapping scales to it. And you have what looks like this creature erupting from the ice in front of you. The apex predator of this part of the frigid waste. Hang on a second. Now, I've only got the figure for a Remahaz with some white tack to show that it's a worm. Erupts from the ice. Would you like to see a picture of it?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, no, I don't want to see a picture of it. Before you rears up a huge
Oh boy!
Oh, hey.
frost worm.
Oh,
As it rears up out of the thin ice and the liquid, much more liquid, the geezery type of liquid underneath, as it comes up, it lets out this shrill, like, that kind of echoes into your head. Let me just find some combat music.
Seriously, dude, you could have picked a better time.
There's a big worm.
Oh, have to play my favorite battle.
As it just comes out, comes up out of the ice. Massive, monstrous above you, this gargantuan creature. Its mouth opens in 3 dimensions, one below, like this, and then 2 others open up, layers of teeth.
Oh, dang.
I'd like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Ah, shit.
I'm
Okay. It's 9. 11.
11.
13.
What's your dexterity?
My dexterity is 14.
14. Okay.
13.
Okay, so it's going to go Elowin, Danae.
What about Zanlin?
Hang on a second. Roll for Kilgar.
3 plus whatever.
For Kilgar,
Plus whatever, yes.
plus nothing.
3.
Minus 1. So 2.
And then Zanlin gets
Zanlin,
for 4.
plus 1, 5. Okay, so order of battle: the Elowin, Danae, Worm, Zanlin, Kilgar against the Frost Worm. Elowin, what would you like to do? This huge creature comes up.
Okay, I'm gonna okay, yeah, sure. Okay, I'm just thinking. Okay, first I'm going to assess foe.
Nice.
Vulnerabilities, immunities.
Yeah, good.
That
Okay.
sort of thing. Hit points.
This is. Give me a second.
Blur. I need something that gives me advantage so then I get
Okay.
normal attack. So I've got disadvantage.
It is vulnerable to fire. It is immune to cold.
That's what I like to hear.
It has. Do you get hit points?
Yes.
It has 294.
Say no more.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Do you find out anything else? That's it, isn't it?
That's it.
There
Okay.
you go.
That's it.
What would you like to do on your turn?
I would like to. Let's.
Do you want to do your movement first? Where would you like to move to?
I'm gonna first as my interaction. I'm gonna point to Zan and say, "Go up that way," and because he's sitting on the carpet.
Okay.
Then I'm going to.
Yeah. That's what I was
5,
5.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
30. Okay, great. That's your movement, interaction. What's your action?
Okay, action. I'm going to cast. Boom.
Drop a 9th level fireball.
Invest
Nice to see
I would like to, but so sure. Okay, I'm going to 8th level fireball.
Ow!
Can't roll one. I have to.
That's
re-roll
true.
one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, 1s become 2s.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so dexterity saving throw. What's your spell save DC?
Spell save 20.
He gets a -1. I literally will only pass this on a 20.
Okay, I want. Oh, okay.
18.
I was about to. Oh yeah, good.
I fail.
Okay.
Literally, as its massive mouth opens.
I want to throw the fireball down its mouth.
Yeah. Go for it.
So, how many?
Just throwing the phone.
So it's 8d6 for a 3rd level, 9d6 4th. Sorry, hang on. 9d6 4th, 10d6 5th, 11d6 6th, 12, 13d6.
For 88 level. For 8
Yeah,
level.
13d6.
I need some decent.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've got all of
Nice.
them.
Drop those bad boys.
I'm dropping.
You are dropping them.
And it will take double damage because it's vulnerable to it.
Oh.
So that becomes a 2.
2. Okay.
All right, call them all out.
Okay. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6,
6.
6.
Okay, so that's 12, 17, 21, 23,
This is my
26,
favourite battle.
29, 30, 31, 33, 35,
Wait.
37, 39. 41 points of damage,
Double.
doubled to 82 points of fire damage. Blasts it as it
In the
comes
mouth.
up, and it just. And you just. Now, where are you going to put the radius of it? It's 20-foot radius.
In its mouth. Down its throat.
Okay, well, that'll hit your friends. 30,
Oh,
50, so
Okay.
you'll have to sort of put it more on its.
Oh, so then it goes down to its butt.
Yeah. Come on, get the range, Okay, 82 points of fire damage. Nice, that hurts it.
Right. What am I doing?
All right,
That's
that
my turn.
your any bonus action? Oh no, you did a cesspo, so you're good. Right, Danae, you're up.
It's me. Okay, I'm going to hit it. But I
Okay, you
have
want to get within
disadvantage.
melee range, so take your movement first.
Right, half movement. Throw your sword and then summon it. 5 for these 5. 5, 10, 15. I can only move that far.
Okay, not quite close enough to get into melee
Alright.
range.
I can't do anything. I might as well hit it with some fire. Really bad fire.
What?
What
Yeah.
are you gonna do?
I guess I'll Eldritch Blast it.
That's force damage. Do you have any fire?
Yeah, I have a firebolt. It's not good, it's a cantrip. But I'll shoot it.
Okay. Make an attack roll with your spell attack bonus.
Spell attack, which is 6. 17.
23. That's a hit. Roll your damage.
6.
Doubled to 12.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
that was pathetic. Now, also, I want to see if I can do anything else as a fighter.
So bonus action.
Yes, I would like.
You can cast another cantrip as your action.
Yes, no.
Yes.
Can I?
And if
Okay.
that's a cantrip,
I'll firebolt it again.
yeah, go ahead. I think that's right. I'll say that it is.
Bad. Probably didn't hit it.
12.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Ah!
So, did you want to do something else?
No,
I feel like I put
don't-
that idea in your head, and you don't have to.
I don't really have anything else I could do. Extra attack.
Throw your sword at it.
Well, no, I'm not close enough to attack. I can't throw anything. No. War magic. Nope. Nope. Arcane charge. No. No, can't do anything. Stabby.
Okay. The frost worm is going to. Is going to do its trill. So it's as the flame of smoke comes off it, it just looks up to the air and just goes. This loud sound that just echoes around the ice, all around you, and echoes. It feels like it gets into your head and into your brain.
Excuse me, no, thank you.
It's like it's shaking. You can't even speak as it gets in. It shakes your brain. I'd like everyone to make wisdom saving
Shakes
throws.
your brain.
Wisdom saving
Ah,
throws, please.
disadvantage.
Your brain. 26.
16.
12, 9, 11, 21.
You just succeed. Nice.
What the? With disadvantage.
Kilgar fails. Zanlin
Brains shaking.
fails.
No, not
Kilgar and Zanlin are stunned for 1 minute.
Zanlin. Zanlin just needs to go.
Okay.
Still up.
No way.
Well, he can't control the thing. He's stunned. So that's the
Oh,
worm's
okay.
go. That's its only
My
thing.
interact.
It's going to move slightly. So it's going to move towards
It's
it.
so weird.
A creature like this, out in these Arctic conditions, food is rare. Such fresh food and such abundant food as 4 warm bodies is a treat it cannot pass up, even if you do have fire. And so it advances on you.
Bro, you ain't eating me.
That's its movement, that's its action.
Boy,
Zanlin's go. It's the beginning of his go, so he's going to attempt to make another wisdom saving throw.
Are these attacks magical?
That is an 18, he fails. Kilgar being stunned, he's going to do nothing.
Eric's attacks are magical.
what's Kilgar's wisdom?
You don't know.
What's Kilgar's wisdom modifier?
-1.
How
you
might
can't-
I go
you
about
can't-
finding this
You
out?
can't.
Okay, so Zanlin stays where he is, just hovering on the thing, he's just like this. He's just passed out. He's just got his hands on his ears. He's just like going like that. Kilgar's like this, just standing there, just like this. Just
It's gonna make him big again.
I need to get hit once so I can find out if these attacks are damaging.
top of the round, Elwyn, it's your go.
Okay, of course it is.
Discuss those things on your go. That's why we have combat rounds. Just
Okay,
being gentle about it. Don't worry, I'm not. Don't go. You're just saying. Discuss things on your go. Go for
I'm
it.
gonna use my interaction. I point to the carpet and I go, and I point up.
I'll say because you're not riding it, you don't get to control it.
Hey, dipshit!
Is it not something you're attuned to?
No. Okay.
You
Okay.
dipshit.
Do you want to firstly start with movement? Do you want to move?
Okay, I'm gonna. No, I'm going to bang my staff on the ground and conjure a fire elemental
Nice.
right next to it.
So that's your action, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's use. I don't have an elemental, but we'll use that as your fire elemental. Hello.
What? Is it me? Oh no, it's not.
Okay, you conjure a fire elemental. Is it? And what do you want to make it attack?
Okay, first off, it takes because it's in melee range.
Proximity.
Fire. It takes proximity fire damage. I don't know what.
That's true. And also, the elemental, because it's in melee range, will also take cold damage. So this could be interesting.
They did both die.
Okay, let's look up elementals. Hang on a second. EFG, elemental.
Elemental, yeah.
Keeping the tone of the combat. Here we go. Fire elemental. So you do. Well, roll 1d10 fire damage.
Yes.
And double it.
8. That's double.
Nice. Okay, so this thing kind of moves away from the fire slightly. Now it is going to take.
It needs initiative as well.
Firstly, your fire elemental will put it in the same initiative as you. 102. Write these down. 102 hit points.
Yeah.
Armor class 13. And then we'll do all the attacks and stuff. It is resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing for non-magical. It's not actually vulnerable to cold damage, which is good to know. But it still takes 3d6 cold damage, which is 14 cold damage. And would you like to roll attack rolls for your elemental? It takes 2 touch attacks, so roll d20 and add 6 each time. Add 6 each time.
Wait, 2 attacks.
Yeah,
Okay, the first one definitely misses. Second one, 23 to hit.
that's a hit. Roll 2d6 plus 3.
11 points of fire damage, doubled to 22.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, it's starting to really wear on it. You know, there's char marks and stuff, and where the fire elemental just slashes forward, it kind of gets in under one of these scales, and you can smell the burning flesh. This creature is not comfortable with this level of fire around it. All right,
Good thing assessed.
that's your fire elementals. Turn,
I
and that was your
reckon-
action casting it. Bonus action?
Bonus action, nothing. I'm just
Okay.
gonna 5, 10, 15, 20.
Wait, do you not have anything that could give me advantage on attack rolls?
I have nothing that would give you advantage on attack rolls.
Okay,
Not silence.
Janae, you're up.
It means I'm gonna hit it.
So disadvantage on attack rolls?
Yeah,
So first attack.
bad. No, 12.
That's a miss.
Second attack,
You have 3 attacks.
natural 1. No. Third attack, 16.
All 3 miss.
I rolled the natural 20 as well.
I know, I saw. So you come forward, you're exhausted, and because you're now in melee range, you also take
Okay.
14 points halved to 7 points of cold damage. You're exhausted, and as you ching, there's something about your combat slightly off. You just keep hitting against its massive white scales. Bonus action?
No, I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage with it, and I'm going to use my movement to move away from it.
Do your movement.
5,
5,
10.
10, 15. Okay, great. You're just outside its cold range. It is the worm's go.
These guys got jumped.
Yeah, thank you. The worm sees 2 static targets that aren't doing anything, and it goes, an easy meal. This is not an intelligent creature particularly. So it just surges forward, and it's going to do a bite attack on Zanlin.
Up yet. No, we haven't gone up. Stupid rug.
That's a 34 to hit. Plus 3d8.
Yeah, I'm leaving this to you. I'm off.
No, you don't go.
I can't do anything.
Distracted.
Yeah, you can.
No, you've got.
You totally can.
You could
I
throw your
can't.
sword, summon it back, throw your sword.
I can't throw a sword. That's not how that works. It wouldn't
Throw
be a
it.
good attack.
Guys, stand on your round, talk about stuff, just because Zanlin's about to be eaten. Okay, Zanlin gets its huge maw, pretty much closes all around him, right? And so he takes piercing damage and then cold damage. 3d6 cold damage as well.
Whose side's large?
9 points of damage. And then Zanlin is swallowed.
Oh. Okay.
Then it goes for a bite on Kilgar. Hang on, advantage on attack. That's a hit. Let's see. Kilgar swallowed as well.
Hang on. Use your reaction. Okay.
Hang on a second. Kilgar's swallowed.
But this is something about them hitting. I have this thing. When a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that is within 5 feet of you,
Yeah.
Which is not. Oh,
Yeah, it's within 5 feet.
You can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. I don't have a shield. Scrap all of that.
Oh, no. Okay. 14. Okay.
Billy, you're literally the only thing that can
So
do
this
something.
thing, I mean, you can wade in there. You
I
just
can't.
do it at a
Yes,
disadvantage. If you
That's
hit, you still
insane.
hit. You can still.
Okay.
Right. These two are swallowed and they're inside it.
These two are swallowed.
Don't worry, they'll turn to dust soon enough.
So on their turn, they still get to make their wisdom saves to see whether they recover from the thing. Well, they're at disadvantage on that. No, they're still stunned and inside it. Tell me.
Okay,
Okay. Top of the round. Eloin, your go.
okay, so my thing is gonna make 2 touch attacks.
Make the attack rolls.
I don't know what the plus to hit is.
Okay. Plus 6.
16 to hit.
Okay.
Does that
Doesn't hit, no.
Okay, needs a hit. I'm gonna do a 9th level disintegration.
Roll the fire damage for it being close to the thing.
Ah, yes.
You double it.
6.
Okay. This thing's starting. It's not quite looking knackered, but it's starting to look wounded. All right.
I need this thing to make a dexterity saving throw, which I portent to 6.
Failed.
Fails. Okay. This is nice. Okay. Takes 19d6 plus 14.
Force damage.
Force damage. 19.
What spell you do?
Disintegrate.
Ah,
Ninth
I
level.
see.
1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9.
What's the range
10,
on
11, 12.
disintegrate?
120 feet.
Okay.
11, 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. I need more. I need 3 of you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice. First off, let me roll the big chunkies.
11.
7. I'll pull them out. So 11 points of damage first, and now
Roll them in chunks. Hang on a sec. 6, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now take them out. Hang on a second. 8, 10, 13, 17, 21, 26, 27.
plus 40.
$92 damage. Alright, that hurts it.
And I'm gonna shout, "Hey, can't get me, a stupid piece of."
You manage to get your beam underneath its scales and it rips some of the scales up and it starts to just huge chunks of flesh fall off. Its whole body seems to
Dusty
distort
flesh.
and like starts to ash slightly. You see this from your vantage just out of the range where it's cold. It looks severely weakened. You're up.
Didn't you have you said you had an interaction?
No, I said, "Come get me, you."
Now, if you do you want to try and get into an advantageous position?
Yes.
Well, you're a rogue. You're not using your faculties.
I'm a rogue.
So if you want, because its attention is most definitely on this creature here, if you use your movement carefully, you won't avoid taking cold damage. If you use your movement carefully, I'll let you get into a stealthy position. To
Okay.
its side, you'll have to flank it though.
Yeah. I'll go here. So I roll a stealth check.
Yeah,
Disadvantage.
with advantage. It's just got a disintegrate in its face.
Oh, okay. So that's just a straight roll.
Yeah.
What is my stealth? 10, 13.
You got plus 13.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Why aren't you using
You
this?
have
I'm
learned.
not.
You have learned really well. And don't remember as well, with a one-handed weapon, you can do sneak attack,
Yeah. I'm gonna sneak attack.
which will mean you attack without. You'll just do a straight roll.
Oh yeah.
3 straight rolls, right?
I'm just gonna hold the top
So
with
you've
one
been
hand.
learning from Nimblefur. You get under. You put some snow over you, and
Yeah.
you just walk around to the side of it.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna hit it.
Make your sneak attack. No penalty.
Yeah. Please get good. Oh shit!
Please get good.
20. Nice.
Right, roll damage for that. Using it two-handed.
Oh no, I had to do it one-handed to sneak attack, didn't I?
Right, D8.
14. Plus, what's my sneak attack?
Double
damage?
sneak. Oh yeah, sorry.
2d6.
No,
2d6 is your sneak.
no, I think it's more.
No, she's 7th level roll.
Oh, yeah. Hang on, let me just check. 7th level.
What did you roll as straight
46.
damage then?
She got 14.
I got 7, doubled to 14.
Why double?
No, it
Why
wasn't a
double?
critical.
Oh no, it was just 14, so 7 is 14.
Yeah, 14.
And then I got 4. Can I roll some d6? It's just 2. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 10. Some of them are mine. Oh,
Right.
me too. None of them. No.
You literally shoot round with Storm. And you just right up underneath some of the scales.
You get 2
Its
armor.
whole body kind of like shivers as it like that.
Oh, sorry, Mama.
You got 2 more
I got
attacks.
2 more attacks.
Okay. I'll go 4. 14 to 9. Oh, okay.
No!
Natural 20.
No. Yeah, some disadvantage.
No, because you're in a sneak position. That applies to all your attacks.
Oh!
I'm going to say it does for this round.
Okay.
It's just that it's got a fire elemental here and disintegrate here.
Okay. Oh, shoot, sorry.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. 22. Second attack.
You manage
Oh.
to put a foot on one of the scales, and as you go do the sneak attack, you then jump on one scale and go leap up and stick it further up where you think it's closer to vitals into its body. I'm going to say there's a very small chance that you hit the guys on the inside, so roll d20 for me. On a roll of a 1 or a 2, you hit them.
I didn't choose.
Just roll d20.
Okay. 2.
Roll d6.
I was gonna stab it in the brain. 3.
Oh, it still hurts the worm,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
you
yeah.
also hit Kilgar.
Okay. Oh my god!
Third attack,
Yes.
straight roll.
That's for 24.
That hits all your damage.
14.
How do you want to defeat
Yeah,
this
I'm
creature?
stabbing the brain. If it opens its mouth, I'm gonna stab it through.
I'm going to fill up, and then you literally clamber up its thing
Yeah.
and just vomp up in the back of its head, up under some things. Lets out this enormous trill that then gets choked off halfway through. As it just, and then just
Oh my god!
It falls on my fire element still.
Oh shit.
you take a total
Oh,
of
it's-
14 damage, half to 7.
Oh yeah, so
That's cold damage.
cold. Do I take falling damage?
We'll roll that. So 7 points of
Yeah.
Cold. and then 4 half to 2 bludgeoning.
4, 2. Okay. 2. 100.
This huge creature. Lies dead. Dead.
It's like a finger.
Another thing.
Where are those guys?
Well,
Oh,
they're inside it.
of it. Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to roll some damage that they'll take from acid.
Oh,
while they're in there.
shoot. Cut
So-
now. Cut now.
3d6 acid and 3d6 cold. So Zanlin takes 11 cold and 8, so 19 points of damage total. And he's on a good way. And Kilgar
Stomach
on me.
acid.
10 cold and 9, so 19 for him as
Is
well.
this thing so cold? This thing got flattened. My fire element got flattened.
Okay. How long does your Conjure Elemental keep them there for?
Uh-huh.
How long does it summon for, your Elemental?
I think it got flattened by the...
No. I would have said if it falling would have killed it. How long does it last?
I don't have the info.
Okay.
You dismissed
Well, it says
Oh.
duration on Conjure Elemental.
I don't have the spell.
Oh, okay. It's in the start. Alright. Find out.
No, it's not in the start.
Huh?
I just wanted it. Still mild music. I feel like another one's gonna burst out.
Up to an hour.
He's
Okay,
still
there.
around. He's just slowly going down through the snow.
Hello?
Well, you are in a volatile place, remember. Hot springs.
Oh yeah.
You can fly, don't worry.
Yeah, you might want to command him to be a bit further off there.
My carpet is in there! Oh no! I'm gonna
Alright, your friends are inside
Okay,
this
good,
thing.
good.
run into
was
the
gonna scale.
open mouth. I'm gonna step carefully over the teeth.
Okay. You're going to go in and try and pull them
Yeah.
out?
Hello!
Yeah, it's not an open cavern.
I cast light from my staff on my staff.
Take 12 points of cold damage.
Why is it so oh, why did I roll? Okay. That's my first hit. I didn't get hit till that time.
Why is he just rolling a die?
I don't know.
While he's doing that, I'm going to try and look for vulnerable spots to cut them out.
Okay. Well, you know where, because where you stuck the sword through.
Oh yeah.
And you
I
heard.
don't want to stab him. I'll yell. I'll say, I'm going to try and cut you out. Please don't be near this side.
Okay, this thing
There's
is
so many
as
teeth. I love it in here.
wide as this part of the room, right? Like it's literally 10-foot massive thing like that. And it's all scale and muscle, and its esophagus is this tight, still slightly pulsing and shivering thing. It's not just this open
Pretty
cavern you walk
kill it.
into.
Okay,
That's not how throats work.
I'm going to tell him to go on the other side of the worm. And then I'm going to try and cut.
Well, actually, they're still stunned, so
Oh man, okay.
it wouldn't just instantly.
I'm going to go where I cut Kilgar.
Well, we're out of combat,
And I'm
right?
going to go Kilgar away from there.
We're out of combat. So 12 seconds, enough time passes that they stop being stunned.
Yes.
So you're going to try and cut them out rather than go in and pull them out.
Well, we can may as well both. He's going in. I'm staying here. We
Hello?
can both
My
go.
staff is
Right, just give me,
It's
you give me strength check, you give me dexterity check.
Can
Okay.
we do it the other way around?
No,
No, because I'm good. Yeah.
because you're going in the
Natural
mouth.
20,
Okay,
which is
I have
you pull Xandon out with that roll. No, not like
Okay.
that. It's like this tense throat. You put your hands through, and you put your hands through this mucousy throat, and you feel it, and you feel his leg, and you just, you pull him out, and he kind of like comes out like
Oh, wow.
like birthing a calf. He like comes out as the pink of the esophagus stretches around him,
Get this.
and then he comes out.
I got 17 for Dex.
Okay, it takes you a while, but you manage to cut underneath the scales, prise them off. It takes you a lot
Why
longer,
are you doing that, Danae?
but you manage
I
to.
mean, you can try and get him out.
No, because then you'll be. We've got to really not be careful
He
talking over
provoked
each other. Listen, he was doing that, you're doing that
I think
at the same
we-
time. It takes you a lot longer, but you manage to cut Kilgar out. I'd say it takes about 5-10 minutes to do so. But you manage to cut away enough of the flesh to free him. He
Hello.
comes rolling out in the snow.
Hey.
Hey, that was fun.
You look pretty.
You didn't hit it once.
Do you really say that to each other? Are you
No.
like children? Like you go there? You can if you want. I don't mind. Anyway, you all roll out onto the snow. There's this blackish, brackish blood seeping across the ice.
I
I'm
take
gonna go look at its eyes.
You are such a weirdo.
Okay, you go and look for its eyes.
Not abused.
You make a nature check.
It doesn't have eyes. I'm gonna be pissed.
The purple worm didn't have eyes. So.
I've got disadvantage on that. Oh, I got the same thing. That is 21.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, I rolled the same thing.
Oh wow, cool.
Roll 1, 2.
You don't notice any of this.
No! I'm gonna go for its teeth then.
You want to take a couple?
There's so many teeth in here.
Okay, take you a while. Make
I'm just
a.
gonna go at the gum where they attach and try and
I'm gonna have my
Make a
fire
medicine
elemental burn the flesh out from underneath some
Disadvantage.
teeth.
You are all psychos trying to take. What's that?
5.
We want the tea.
People always like these kind of things. Like the amount of times I've got stuff for giving them a purple worm tooth in return. Like
That is true.
You have half of a frostworm tooth. In trying to reap some, you end up smashing a bunch with your sword. It's difficult. They're much finer teeth, and they're layered like sharks, like layers of them. You smash a bunch, but you get like a 6-inch tip of one of them.
ooh, this could be.
I
a
want
good
my
necklace.
fire elemental to burn the flesh out from underneath some of them.
Your fire elemental is going to have to try and make a medicine check.
And
then.
do-
So roll,
Okay.
roll D20, please.
9.
It just ends up
That's
searing.
better than me.
Just ends up searing a bunch of
This
its
is
mouth.
medicine. I think this is obliteration check.
I'll say that you get a blackened 8-inch bit of a frostworm
You
tooth.
say this was from Black Dragon.
We're not scamming people.
I'm scamming people.
Oh no.
All right.
You're not scamming people.
Who's worse for wear?
I'm
I'm
okay.
completely
I just
fine.
You're
hate.
less than half your hit points, aren't you? So you would appear.
No, I'm not less than half my.
I took
know?
no damage in that fight.
Okay, well done. Okay, what would you like to do?
Okay, I'm going to I'm gonna say, is everyone done looting this corpse?
No one else
Exactly.
wants to loot it apart from you two. So
Okay, I cast disintegrate on it.
Why?
Just turn it to ash.
Why?
I want ash. I want the dust of it.
You
all right, burn the
wasted
slot then.
spell.
6th level slot. All right, yeah, you cast it right down its esophagus, and the whole thing just kind of like.
I imagine like.
I get a quick vial of it with the potion bottle that.
It's less than 100 hit points, isn't it? That it just is dusted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and it can't. Yeah, fine. You reduce it to dust.
Okay.
Okay, you have 1 vial of frostworm dust.
I just
I
imagine
grab
like a
another one.
massive fighting
Yeah,
a
cheers.
massive boss, and you just pull
We'll
out
say
all
that you
these
have
ones.
roll d6 for how many you managed to fill.
Nice. 2.
Get 2 vials of frostworm dust.
Thanks.
Okay, so I'll add that to my.
All right, guys, back to conditions. I'd like everyone to. Let's start with the weather.
Okay.
Temperature.
19.
Whoa, temperature has warmed up. Roll d4.
Cool.
It's gone up to just below freezing, which is a bit warmer.
Yeah.
Wind.
Wind 17.
Okay, light wind is persisting from before the battle, and then precipitation,
14.
14, and it is started lightly snowing again. All right, what would you like to do?
I'm setting
You're
up.
already, sorry, I forgot to place you on the map because you are another hex because you killed Garan,
Oh yeah.
so you're now that kind of distance from Neverland.
I can't walk anymore,
I
guys.
cast Lehman's tiny hut.
You're not at 0.
What do you mean?
You're not at 0 speed.
Oh no, I
No,
cast.
no. I mean, like, we shouldn't walk further because we're just gonna keep getting exhaustion points.
I cast Magnificent Mansion.
All right.
We're staying here until hit points, until our exhaustion is back to normal. Everyone in.
All right. You with your staff, you make out a door's-like shape, and then you open it. You get inside into the warmth of the mansion, and then what are the creatures you have in the mansion?
Frogs.
And
Frog-like humans.
So they're like that.
you shut the door
one
behind
in
you,
Mandalorian.
Yes.
and you're inside the mansion. What are you going to do in your 24 hours that you have the mansion?
Sleep.
Feast.
Sleep.
Eat.
I'd say
And feast.
Repeat.
with a. Are you looking to just long rest in here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or are you looking to move? Like, how much of your long rest is 8 hours? The mansion's here for 24. How much time do you want to spend in the
Before I
mansion?
go in, I put.
Is it- For example, you could stay in here for 3 long rests if you did nothing
Yeah.
else,
I put,
and you could literally.
I put a rock facing southwest before I go in.
Sure. Okay. Sure. Make a straight intelligence check.
This intelligence check is very straight. 26.
Fine. You're very confident that you cast a wish to figure out, and you feel confident of the direction you're headed. You can, because this is 24 hours, 3 consecutive long rests and literally chill in the mansion for a full day and night, and get 3 exhaustion points.
Yeah, that's all of
removed.
mine gone.
That's definitely.
But you can't do anything during those 24 hours other than rest.
Nothing else I want to do.
I sleep 12 hours. I sleep 16 hours, and then I'm going to, because that's all my exhaustion points, I'm going to send in Nimblefoot.
I'm just
Okay, give me a
bored of
second.
them.
Or just long rest. You don't have to sleep it all, but you just resting. You're in total rest.
In between my 2.
So how many? Hang on 2 seconds. How many points of exhaustion?
2, 3. I got 3.
Okay, so during the 24 hours, you're fine.
Yeah.
Fully back. I've just got a mark on the calendar how many days have passed as well, by the way, while you've been here. So
3.
okay. So you are now no longer exhausted at all.
Yes, that's good.
Zan then goes all the way back up to 1, 2, 3. Kilgar is not
Wait,
exhausted.
how many things did Zalin have?
5. His speed was 0, remember?
Oh yeah.
He was going to die.
Well, if he saved it, if he failed another con check, he would have done, yeah.
I had to rewind
So, hit points restored to maximum.
Yeah.
Spell slots restored.
I'm gonna, in between my 2 long rests.
Yes.
I'm gonna send in Nimblefoot.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, "Hey, Nimblefoot, what's been going on? Just wanna check on you. We are in. No, we are
It's called the
almost.
Frigid Waste. where
We
you
are in the Frigid Waste, almost at Nevermelt.
Well, we don't know we're almost at it.
Well, technically. Well, I would say
you're
that anyway.
hoping. You get me.
See you soon. Okay.
Okay, so you've only been gone from him for like 4 days.
Yeah.
It's not long. Okay, let me just figure out what you would have done in 4 days. And let's figure out what time of day it is. So you've just spent 24 hours, so 6 p.m. all the way through to combat. So it's 6 p.m. the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got to remember his voice. Okay, so. My friend, things down here are worse than I thought. I'm needed for negotiations. May not make it to the library to help. Sorry. Okay?
I thought he was never going to make it to the library.
He was.
Because what we said we needed him for is the things that come after the library. Not. So it's okay that he's not there.
Okay.
He's not a particularly scholarly man.
Yeah.
Like, and Nimblefoot's intelligence and his knowledge is mainly based on wandering and travel than study. So he's not the best person to have in a library with you. He'll just cause trouble.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you know that. But he's well travelled, so he's worldly knowing. But it doesn't mean he's like, oh yeah, I read that book. He's not that kind of a dude. You know what I
I'm
mean?
that kind of a dude.
Yeah, you're totally that kind of dude.
Okay.
Dude.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what you hear back from him. You literally just say, okay. Okay. And it's okay 2 words or what? Okay. Or is that okay?
Or is it?
Is it spell OK or
Okay.
OHKAY?
Is there anything else that you want to achieve during 24 hours in the mansion except for eating really well, resting,
I can't do anything else.
and restoring,
If I want to get rid of all my exhaustion points.
which you have?
So yeah, I'm good.
The mansion just.
You don't. Is there anything else you want to achieve?
I want to achieve world domination. I'm gonna. I'm gonna rest for 16 hours and then. Where's my familiar?
With you.
Good. Where? I don't know. I'm not gonna do anything else.
Okay, great. Are you going to stay in there till the mansion cancels, or are you going to leave at the 24th hour mark?
I'm gonna just leave at the 20. I don't want to fall from the floor to the floor.
Extra dimensional space, so it's okay. All right, after 24 hours, you leave the mansion, back out. Let's roll for weather. So,
Yeah. 2.
normal. Yeah, normal temperature, so about -5.
18.
Strong wind when you come out.
6.
No snow. So you come out into wind, which makes it feel chiller,
Yeah.
but it's okay. All right, you don't know this, but you're about 16 miles from Nevermelt. What would you like to do?
Let's keep going.
Is there anything you want to do to precipitate your travel?
Polar bear.
No. Okay. Zanlin, sit on the carpet. Okay.
That goes at 80, doesn't it?
Wish we had like a tiny dome we could just put over down there.
It is. You make one.
Make something out of stone and just.
So he's going to be flying. Are you going to be flying, or?
Zanlin, can you go ahead of us? Because you can go faster and you're more.
No,
tired.
it's cool. Why ahead of us? If we're here, so if he like drops, we're there to help him.
Okay,
How are we going to get there then?
we should.
We're bearing it again.
Okay.
Can't you just make more carpets?
Take out
like
my
him?
staff and I cast enlarge reduce on Kilgar and I enlarge him. It's the same as the growth potion.
Can't you make me fly, boy?
Well, no, a bit heavy now.
Can't you cast fly? I've seen you fly before when we were up in the shed.
Yeah, why don't we just fly?
Can't we fly?
Boop, boop. Okay.
He's a giant flying Kilgar!
Are you casting fly with the staff or with your slots?
You can't cast it with the sloth. I cast it with
Sloth.
the slots. With the sloth. My
Let's see how long it lasts. I think fly.
An
Is it 1
hour.
hour?
Are you sure?
Yep.
I seem to remember.
It's an
I
hour.
Hang on, well, let's check.
I
I seem to remember you flying across the lake at Lac Vista
Yeah.
and like it barely getting you to the other side. I thought it was 10 minutes. We're about to find out whether I apologise to
Oh,
you.
maybe it's 10 minutes. Pretty sure it's an hour though.
Or you could polymorph into a bird,
Yeah.
into giant
could.
eagles.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, fly
Oh,
is
10
concentration, 10 minutes.
Ah.
You polymorph into giant eagles.
Well, birds that are like really good in this weather.
No. Okay, we'll just cast. No, okay, polymorph, I guess.
Yeah.
Instead of fly, gonna polymorph. No, but Kilgar's already giant.
So you get giant.
There'll be a huge, gigantic eagle. You could, well, the effects don't stack.
What?
Do you know what I'm saying?
I can cast enlarge reduce while he's polymorph.
What are you trying to do? You're trying to get there as quickly as
Yeah,
possible.
Yes, I'll just.
So
turn everyone-
if you fly above the clouds.
pterodactyls.
Okay.
Are they good in cold weather? Can we just choose something that's really good in cold weather?
Woolly pterodactyls.
Can't make up.
That is not a made-up creature. Look at
Oh yeah,
No.
woolly pterodactyl.
No, I'm
It's
not doing
not.
that. I'll tell you why.
It's a dinosaur.
Yeah, they're lizards, and they don't. The main way that they fly was by gliding, not by flapping their wings.
I guess, and the wind is coming from the wrong direction. Yeah.
Well, no, the wind is in the right direction.
Then there's pterodactyl.
Can we just flap our wings? Because
Birds could be preferable. That's all I'm saying.
just give me a bird.
Why is he resisting?
I don't know.
He's like,
You do like a snowy owl or
No,
massive
I
snowy
need to
owl.
think. Albatross.
Trosh.
I need to think of the fastest flying bird.
albatross would be good if you want to go. If you
Yes.
you don't have to be giant then. If you
Giant harpy eagle.
can I just talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
Please, Jesus. If you want to save slots, 2 of you could be giant eagles, and the other 2 people could ride. Or one, but do you see what I'm saying?
Giant hot eagles then are all warm.
Or if you all polymorph, you could all just be small, fast birds.
I wanted.
Like Swift, turn into a Swift.
No.
They
Giant.
go 120. You just go.
No,
Giant harpy eagle. Biggest wings.
That's what that be.
Yeah, but you don't want a big bird. Do you?
Swifts then.
Do you
I
want,
guess.
no. Do you want speed or size?
Speed. I guess.
I want to be warm. Can no one listen to me? Look, I don't like
I-
getting exhaustion points. Can we
I
take
can't
it
Well,
out?
you're polymorphed. So whatever happens to the creature, remember, stops once you turn back.
But we had it as a
I
bear,
fully
and we got exhaustion
No,
points.
that was
William,
no, we didn't.
you were fine as bear.
I just when we turn back. I polymorph everyone into except for Zamlin into a swift.
Why not Zamlin?
On the card.
Zamlin, what's wrong with you? He's gonna be cold.
Okay, I get on the carpet, I throw him off, and then I cast polymorph on him. I just said the carpet is faster.
How do you know how fast these birds are?
I know for sure that they're not as fast as the fastest.
How fast are these
flying
birds?
If you turn into a swift, your movement will be 120.
How
Okay.
fast is the car?
160.
But can it? Does
Ah.
it? You still get exhaustion
Can I
points
make a
in that?
recommendation? Think of an Arctic bird. So like a tern or some kind of like
I
an
don't know what
Arctic
that is.
an Arctic tern, like a gull,
Okay, an Arctic.
that are more like they're more acclimatized for this
I'll
kind
do
of
that then, sure. I grab the carpet, I roll it up, Zan's just lying on the floor. I'm gonna
No.
polymorph everyone.
No, remember he's back to just half the speed now. He's fine.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, polymorph everyone into a Arctic gull.
Okay.
That took way too long.
There are 4 gulls. Rah! Kill gulls got nothing.
I've got ribbons on me.
You know the way seagulls always look grumpy?
Yeah.
That's Kilgar. Rah!
I speak in everyone's head. Okay, let's move out, squad.
You like saying that whenever we're animals.
Let's go. We're gonna start flying.
You want to snap? You want to
Yes,
snap?
please.
We'll keep going.
Yeah.
You're coming to the end of your tolerance.
Yeah, well, I'm just
You can
hungry.
probably tell. Ooh, this cup almost fits in this cup. Look.
Salt and vinegar already sorted.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. You've got an hour.
Oh,
I'm going to say you can do 8 miles in an hour. Probably more, actually.
Four.
how many acts is it until Nevermore?
2.
Okay,
Okay.
hang on a second. I'm literally going to Google how far can a gull
Doesn't sound really bad.
fly in 1 hour?
4 feet.
Not even the length of me.
All the podcast is hearing is just rustling.
A gull can fly at top speed 22 miles an hour.
Excuse me? That's a lot more than what you originally said.
And with the wind behind you from the north,
Woo!
do you want to try and get to Nevermount?
Yeah!
All right.
15 minutes.
You all and bamf into these little gulls, and then the 4 of you soar up into the air. Winds ruffling, with the strong winds behind you, but no snow, and -5-ish temperatures. You all just stop rocketing southwest. You soar and soar over the crags, the icy cliffs, and all these columns beneath you as they zoom past underneath you. It's not that you're actually having to put in effort to try and go that fast. With the wind behind you, and remember you rolled 18 for a strong wind behind you, heading south,
Woo!
you are soaring, all 4 of you, as you just towards. You don't have roll D8 for me, please, one of you, Charlotte.
6.
Nice. Okay, there's no other encounters during this hour. The terrain beneath you you notice this high up, I'd say that you're probably, say, about 1,000 feet up in the air. And off to your right, you see ocean. And these huge flotillas of ice and icebergs off far out in the ocean. We're talking far, right? So like on your kind of horizon to your right, you can see the ocean, the sun glittering off of it. and you can see floating ice cubes and sheets, the edges of huge glaciers tumbling into the ocean as you continue. The wind, it's thrilling being a bird. I don't think you've ever polymorphed into birds, right? So to feel like
Eagles.
you are, that's right, but not this small, agile birds. And you can just feel how deftly you slice through the air, fast, really fast, heading south. As about half an hour goes by, you're barely flapping. You're just gliding, and sometimes, even though there's not much in the way of warm air currents to lift you up, you notice that just by subtly altering your wing angle, you can soar upwards and then keep going. It's a bit like when you've got the elytras in and you're just soaring. That's what it feels like.
Everything leads back to the
No, you're just feeling like that through the air. Half an hour turns into 45 minutes. With 15 minutes left to go. Far off. One of you make a perception check. Whoever gets the highest spots it first.
You changed my roll.
15,
I get to see it in time.
18. You had 11.
I have bird's perception. I don't know what that is.
What do you get as a number?
21.
Nice. You see it first. And then you not long after it because he ran to you and looks over. Far off, many miles in the distance, but from your vantage, you're looking down on it. You see a huge cliff that leads down onto an open, barren, frozen tundra. No longer snow and ice, but a tundra, like a frozen grass, thick tundra. And from out of that, right next to the coast, oceans smashing against the back of it, you see what looks like a giant glass shard. Huge. And it seems to be coming out of the ground at an angle, like a huge, what's the obsidian? Like an obsidian block, square, but sharp. You know, like crystalline, a bit like,
Yeah.
let me try and make
Your
sense of it.
selenite.
You know, like the way you get
Yeah.
these layers, right, like this.
Yeah.
Imagine this black, but being a block, like so coming up to here and it being like a square. This is coming out of the ground and it's absolute pitch black, surrounded with nothing but white. You've got the ocean smashing against the back of it, and it is thousands of feet long, enormous, and it is coming out of the ground like this, with all the striations of crystal or whatever you call it, the layers, this kind of glossy, black, shiny obsidian structure, enormous, just protruding in an absolute barren environment of white. You see this enormous black structure, unmistakably Nevermelt Hall. And as you soar closer and closer, a few miles away, and as you get closer and closer to it, it starts to fill your field of vision until as you soar down the cliffs that are the edge of this huge glacier that you've just been walking on, and you soar down into it, suddenly the warm air currents from the south, the wind is left behind, and the warm air currents from the south start to come in. Not warm by any stretch of the imagination, but certainly cooler, slightly above freezing now, just slightly at this height. They come in and you soar down, and this enormous dwelling, structure, building, you can barely call it a building, definitely not natural in its creation. And you all four of you do a lap of it, like you go round, you do a circuit of this enormous thing. Other crows and ravens are kind of around it. This enormous structure, at least half a mile long, jutting out of the earth, like it was pushed up from below by the tectonic plates on its own. And this enormous square structure just lies there, stuck half in midair, never to plummet, always there. And you notice where the lower half of it meets the ground, it's almost pitch black there, so it's hard to identify an entryway. But you circle round after doing a circuit of the thing and coming to land underneath, within the shadow of this enormous structure of Nevermelt Hall. That's where we're going to leave it this time. You've arrived.
Yay!
That was cool.
We arrived!
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon.
Check out everytenday.com.
Check out everytenday.com. See you later. That was nearly 4 hours.